right.
I'm tired.
That kind of sucks.
How was everybody's week? Give one rose, one thorn.
One thorn, there was an electrical fire in my brain. One rose. It was very small.
That was the rose?
One thorn. The freight elevator stopped working and I was locked inside.
What? For how long?
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes until my boss could come downstairs and like force it open.
Oh shit.
Because I had to call her and be like, I'm in the basement, I can't open it. And also, it was one of the interns' first day, and she was with me in the elevator. So it was like small talk, but like we were forced to do it. I just met this person. Was like, so,
This is
what's your major?
this is how we do icebreakers around
That's so
here.
contrived.
I know. I was like, this is such a like fucking cartoony first day of work.
Yeah.
Locked in the elevator.
It's funny. 10 minutes, that's just long enough to like lose your shit, but not quite long enough to lose it entirely.
It's long enough to lose your shit, but not long enough to do anything about losing your shit.
Yeah.
What was your thorn?
I've heard no roses actually.
Yeah.
Well, we got everyone does a thorn.
Everyone does a thorn
Okay,
first.
my thorn for the week is I didn't close any sales.
Damn.
Did you open any?
We haven't gotten to my rose yet,
Oh.
okay?
Call your turn.
We got a new kid at work, and I don't like him.
Why not?
He's a younger, better version of him.
Oh man, absolutely incorrect. He is.
Besides, that's already happened.
No, Bailey's older than me.
Oh, sorry. That's worse actually.
No, his name is Will, and he's just super arrogant already, and he's only worked like 2 days.
Another Javier.
Yeah.
No,
No.
different.
Different.
Will understands zero sarcasm. He made a comment about not picking up on sarcasm, and Kevin goes, "Really? That's really surprising." Exactly like that. And Will goes, "Yeah, man, it's just really hard to pick up sometimes."
Oh, buddy.
Is he special?
No, he's 18 and dumb. I don't know.
Yeah, I was there once.
He's
5 years
18,
ago.
19, but like
Feels like a long time ago.
he very obviously
Fuck
has
you.
like
Fuck you.
zero
Actually, fuck you.
knowledge, but he talks like he does.
Yeah, it's called being 18.
That's stupid.
Well, and the first person to call him out on it was Kevin, a person who also does the exact same thing, which I thought was really funny.
They're both young.
Check this shit
No,
out.
Kevin's
Shit.
27.
Oh, that's not excusable then.
Yeah.
All right, next person on the table.
No, I'm a spectator.
No.
No? You're at the table.
Is that your thorn?
No.
The thorn is not being here.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I guess I was almost late to school because of a fucking cop car was in the middle of the road.
That is atrocious. Cop cars should
At least
be
he
better.
had his lights on, so no one hit him.
Alright. My thorn is getting live cucked by Brad for just now by him pulling the exact card I've been going for a fucking 2 weeks.
Wow.
He manifested it.
Sucks to
Live
suck.
cuck.
Contrived.
Alright, now we get to the roses.
Gabe has to start.
I have to start?
Oh.
Yeah, that's how we do it. We have to go back in the same order, right?
Did anything good happen to me this week?
I'm
You watched
trying
Robert
to
get
think
cucked.
too.
No, that's not a good thing. Brent can go, I need more time.
Well, I got to meet the interns, and they're both cool.
That's good.
They're from Wesleyan,
Oh.
which means they're very liberal artsy kids.
Sure.
Most of the people from us, yeah, I've been also been a little arrogant.
I think it's hit or miss. Depends on where they're from, too. I've met some weird frat guys from there.
Weird frat guys. Weird how?
I guess
They're
they're normal
frat
frat
guys.
guys, but they're also, like, liberal artsy.
Oh.
So
that
it's
is
like
weird.
all the cons of both.
All the cons of both. Alright, Brad.
Alright, my rose is I've gotten myself in a bid with Food Bank for the Heartland, which would be a giant contract.
Wow.
So no progress or nothing decisive yet, but on Monday I was able to convince him to give me a shot basically, because he was like, we already have 3 vendors, and then had a meeting with him on Thursday, and he was like, I'm intrigued enough, I'll send you everything that I want you to put together for me. So waiting on that.
There you go. Brad's making the big bucks.
I'm only doing polls when you're here now.
Yeah. What the
Just a
fuck
flash
is that?
on.
I haven't gotten a rainbow art.
Contrived.
Yeah. This is some actual bullshit. You guys hadn't actually got RNG.
I have never
Crazy.
got good polls when I'm here until today. Remember when we opened like 30 packs
Yeah,
last
I
week
do.
and I got nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Alright, Gabe, we're back to you.
My family's going on a trip to Italy this summer, and I'll actually be able to go.
Ooh.
They're not leaving Gabe behind again?
Yeah, we're gonna go to like the Pantheon, the Colosseum. We're gonna go see Pompeii. It's gonna be sick.
Oh, that sounds
Bastard.
awesome. Cole gets cucked live on television.
Can I be a part of your family?
Mary Gabe.
Very Gabe.
Yeah.
I don't know what Amanda would think about that.
I
Just
don't
say
know.
it's for
It's
political
just for
purposes.
Italy.
It's just for Italy, Amanda,
Well,
I swear.
here's the deal. I've been pretty much married to Cole for the past 3 years when we lived together, and I'm sick of it.
He's
I want
actually
a divorce.
divorcing you now.
Jesus.
I just visited her.
Yeah, I mean, you're signing the divorce papers come May.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Just tell Amanda she needs to support homosexuality and then get over it.
Yeah.
I told her that one time with my coworker Jason. Her response was, "Well, tell Jason he can't have you. You're taken. I don't care how nice he is. You can't. You can't."
On Wednesday, somebody texted something in the group chat that they so Rylan was in Jane's stream and it said something to like intentionally piss her off. And so Jane texted in our group chat, she was like, "I've officially determined that Rylan hates me." And my buddy Chris responded in the group chat and he was like, "It's because you have Brad all to yourself. You don't share him enough with the rest of us."
That's rough.
That is funny.
And Jane just responded with "sucks to suck" or something like those lines.
Facts.
Alright, boss, your turn.
I bought Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and it's quite fun.
That's a
How'd you get
great
your ass
game.
beat, though?
I was for a little bit, and then I started doing the main storyline missions, and now I have a bunch of good equipment, and I'm actually like doing well.
That game is awesome.
Dude, the first one I have probably close to like 400 to 500 hours in the first one, and yeah, the second one I had a rough go at it at the very beginning because I forget that you start off as like a pile of shit that can't do anything.
Yeah. Well, if I want to be a pilot shit who can't do anything, I just log off.
They also
Goddamn.
they changed up the fighting mechanics just a little bit to make it a little bit harder. Because in the first game, once you learned a specific move, you would just cheese every fight, and they changed it, which blows. But
When they perform healthy game design.
dumb.
Alright, you're next.
I got to finally play Monster Hunter Wilds beta.
Good.
Nice.
That was fun.
I have not done that yet. I still need to.
Lame.
I'm sorry.
Your turn. This better be good.
You can't copy Maya.
Alright, well, I have two. One, Maya surprised me at on dinner on Thursday night with a new profile picture.
Yeah, I saw.
I did see it.
Yeah. Both of you guys commented on it.
That was the first thing I saw with my notification. I was like, that's not the same yellow blue thing. It's
Yeah.
a purple thing now.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
I didn't see it.
oh,
Somebody showed me. I didn't see
More
it.
I'll-
cute couples.
Well, and
shit.
I thought maybe you had gotten back into pixel art because you were really into that.
I mean, I was into it for a while, but then now she's into it because she's been doing a lot of pixel art lately.
There you go, Brad.
Oh, that is cute.
I was like, ugh, more cute couple shit. Ugh.
Then my second highlight was watching Gabe wipe to flying gym leader.
And I reattempted it, and I did it deathless. So,
It was very fun.
what was really the problem there? Anyway,
This is fair.
okay, that's enough share time. If you have anything else to say, close your damn mouth. We're gonna play the game. Welcome back to the Wanderer's Archives. Myth divers, I can feel our time with this world nearing its end. Things are happening very quickly now. Does anyone care to recall what happened the last time we sat at this table?
Our protagonist sat there and argued for a couple hours about which town to go to convince to stay in on the island. and they left with a 1/4. No, I'd say like 1/10 of a plan to start stopping things and chip on their shoulder to improv the rest of it.
What else happened?
We discussed with Olaf. We went under interrogation with Olaf about what happened. What was the name of the guard that was with us? Volk. Yes. Volk seems to have his own plans and his own ambitions that he is attempting to undergo. Otherwise, we got to be straight with Olaf once Volk had left, and we are now actively trying to keep people on the island so we are not abandoned, and that the infection is not brought back home to our shores.
And he gave us like 24 hours, basically, until he was like, I'm going to have to arrest you guys tomorrow, just a heads up.
Detain. As in keep under close watch because of suspicion. Not fully arrested.
Okay.
Some other things happened. Does anyone else remember what they were?
I mean, we made a plan and we sent Volk off. Was that mentioned?
I'd say it'd be like a 10th of a plan, but I wasn't specifically mentioned now.
What else happened?
I learned about the old observatory that Charles had found.
There we go.
Bingo.
And what exactly did he find?
A form of an observatory with notes saying that it was not to be trifled with, and there was something there that he didn't want to record.
Yes. Anything else? That happened, not just specifically that.
I cannot think of anything else.
I mean, he said, am I allowed to start to saying things that happened again?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, otherwise, we had ran away from where'd that go?
Did we officially set out at the end of last session?
Officially set
No,
set
because
out.
you need to set up a loadout.
Yes.
That's right.
That was smooth. That was a smooth pass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We met with Matt. He discussed his woes. And then I also sent out started setting up a plan to go in motion with a, what are the birds called again?
A patrol.
A patrol, as well as some of the gremlkins, or the gremlines that are around.
That's right.
Okay. I think that about covers it, unless anybody else has things that happened.
I can't think of any.
Hold on. Stop the music.
Stop the music.
Stop.
Hold on. I'm opening the recall documents.
Opening a portal.
Were you supposed to have a vision this session?
Yes.
Thank you
Am I
for
making
making
that up?
about it.
I believe he ended with going to sleep.
I don't remember what that was supposed to be. Did I say that? Actually I said, of course!
How could I have misremembered?
Okay, well we'll just do the thing. Well,
Alright, donkey.
Maybe quiet.
took me way too long. I was just like, there's a specific character that does that. I need to remember who it is.
Donkey!
Donkey.
There's me.
Donkey.
We'll do the thing.
Fiona, Dad, Donkey, me.
As sleep pulls you under its cold embrace, Father, you once again find yourself in the familiar dreamscape, swimming amongst the sea of stars. A black swirling beneath the stars, dotted like shining dots within the water. Once again, that looming figure, so far away yet so close, comes ever closer yet closer. You sink beneath the waves, just as you did during your baptism. And when you find yourself resurfacing, you're back in the crater lake in the mountain. Strange pines rising up along the side. On the shoreline, once again, is the door. How strange, how alluring. Flanking it is your friend. What's his name? Ward! Thank you. And also, the Nargacuga. It sits on the shoreline watching you. The lion, it spoke to you. Did it speak? It's hard to recall in this strange dream logic. When sun and... What the fuck did it say? Hold on. When sun and moon join in hand, night shall fall across the land.
That's not good.
For the first time in this dream, usually it's over by now, you look down. Where the crater lake used to be, there is now nothing but shadow, rimmed by bright light on all sides, a shiny corona. You're swimming in the eclipse. It pulls you under, and with a quick gasp, you awake once more in a cold sweat.
Mother trucker.
Hey, you asked for this.
I did.
I hope that whatever I was supposed to tell you was somewhere in that monologue.
Well, we'll find out later.
Gabe retcons himself and I was like, wait, I meant to tell you this also.
Probably.
He'll just get told in the next dream.
There will be a bird that like lands on a person.
Father suddenly falls asleep. He has to have this dream right now.
Father has narcolepsy. The new symptom of the
Plot relevant
infestation.
narcolepsy, only when it's convenient.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plotlepsy. How can we make that one word?
Narcolepsy?
Narcolepsy?
All of these are bad.
They are, but that's less bad.
One final thought lingers in your waking mind, slipping through your fingers like sand, soon to be cast aside, but for the moment, you can't help but remember that the stars were screaming.
The stars were screaming?
Hungry, ravenous screams.
Is the entire known universe about to just implode on itself?
Only if we're lucky.
A portion of it.
Excuse me?
Cole, when he gets an answer to his question.
The eclipse isn't actually an eclipse, it's the sun and the moon colliding.
Man in the 1200s.
Can you imagine some like red lines watching the fucking sun? Oh, that won't be good for your comedy. God, what was I supposed to tell you? I'm sure that it
was in there
was going
somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
If nothing else, it'll be in the observatory.
Well, there is more good news, Father. Today is the day that you and your friends will be detained upon sunset.
Oh shit, that's right, we have to go.
You have a limited amount of time to make your way to Firstrock and make your case. And then Olaf will be forced to intervene. Volk carries your message and hopefully some of your goodwill towards the people of Clover Hill. A sort of camp that's not quite as in the boonies as you are, but still is a bit more distant from the rest.
Not overly confident.
I said there were 5 camps, right? Okay.
Including ours.
Thank you. Past me for picking a reasonable number.
Actually, there are 13.
I thought there were 4, I'm going to be honest.
There are 4 others, but 5 including ours.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Man, not your strongest suit.
No.
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 Never has been, never will be.
I will miss the Astera thing.
Yeah. Well, gang, what's the plan?
We awake.
You are. This is not. This is not.
That is not a
Neon
plan.
Dream. This
I
is
am-
not neon dream. You're not awake.
Whoa.
It's not midnight. You're not awake. As the
So,
city sleeps.
we know we're getting detained at sunset, or this evening, sometime.
I spoke perhaps too concisely earlier. This is
Today.
the last day that you have of
Okay.
free action.
Freedom.
After this, Olaf will be put under pressure by the other camps to detain you because presumably word of someone's death has already gotten out.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
It is a bad look. We aren't here, and we're out there in hiding, and no one knows where we are.
Yeah. Not good for PR. So the plan was to go to Firstrock, which is all the way at the shore of the island. Excuse me.
Nice.
Along the way, it's rumored that the observatory lies there, but time is of the essence. Who knows?
Luckily, it's not a super long trip. It's half a day, considering we got to the Rainbow Basin site in half a day on our first mission.
Just about, if things go according to plan.
Okay.
I also personally think if we are going to go to the observatory, which I biasly obviously want to,
Where is the observatory?
it is loosely on the way to First Rock.
Rock.
First Rock.
As in the first rock that they landed on.
Okay. It's loosely on the way to First Rock, and so I think, hey, it's an observatory, so getting there during the day would not likely do as much for us. So if we head to First Rock and then hit the observatory on the way back, I think that would be a better plan of attack, more or less.
All right. Sure. Is there any way we could? I guess yeah. Let's just do that.
That's my vote.
Any other people have anything they want to weigh in on?
No.
I think I can. This awakening.
Alright, let's gear up. I'm pissed.
Go piss, Chrome.
Thank you.
I thought you guys were about to go in there together. I'm not gonna lie.
They're
I
gonna
was
hold
gonna go hold
hands.
it for him.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Needs the extra support.
Well, I'm just hungry.
Do the advanced.
Oh,
It's
you
like
thought.
flying a
Yeah, I know
flying a
I am.
battle.
It's so hard. I died to this like 3
I
times.
know. It's also an unlucky draw for you.
I know. What do I do?
Try making a dark type deck.
Why a dark type?
Bottom left.
Use
No, above that. The
Oh. Weakness. Shut up. You said the bottom left.
Yes. Is that not in the bottom left?
That is in the bottom left. Whatever.
Stay here, stick her alone. Help him in the bathroom.
Oh, can you turn that light off when you walk out of the kitchen?
It's like probably in a battle helicopter. Someone needs to be in the pilot seat and someone needs to aim. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or the Warhog from Halo.
Cole and I have plenty of practice.
We used to work together.
Like in the
Go
bathroom?
to the bathroom together?
Yeah.
We used to spend every day together, all the time.
Inseparable.
Alright, so we're going to where? What's the plan?
First cock.
Yeah, but before then?
To gear up.
Yeah.
Suit up.
Let's go talk to Matt.
You're not used to being at the materials depot during sunrise. Usually you're here the night before. right?
Nope, we were here in the afternoon last time.
Not at the morning though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess we normally gear up because we try to head out first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is probably the earliest we've been here.
Matt looks half asleep at the counter.
Shocking.
What'd you say?
It's shocking.
Oh.
How is this? So is this like a counter where he's separated? Like there's a barricade set up.
You know how when you go to the bowling alley to get your shoes,
Yeah.
there's like a counter, they got all the shelves behind them.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah. I didn't know if this was like him at a counter and there's like open space behind him where we could just like walk around the desk and just go in there. Or...
I mean, you could let yourself through, but that would be like blatant trespassing.
At this point, who cares? We're already going to be fugitives by the end of the day.
Being detained and being a fugitive is not necessarily the same.
Well, having an order to be detained and then being nowhere to be found is
Yeah,
does make you a fugitive.
That depends on your guys' plan.
Remind me, did the astrology pages count as a gear slot?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, you ever crumple open the ball, it doesn't like in your neck there.
I'm just assuming that he read them or copied the notes into his notebook.
Yeah. Have them memorized.
Yeah. Information is free.
Fake news.
What'd you
It's fake news. Information is not free.
Where's my fucking Google Doc?
Do I need to resend everyone the document?
No. I just need to find Google Docs on my phone.
Well, we don't need the tranquilizer anymore.
Correct.
I think you already turned that in.
Well, I'm erasing it off my gear slots anyways.
So are you just like letting your guys, letting yourselves into
No, I'll say good morning.
Oh, if it's not my favorite honors.
I'm not.
Hi.
You sound sick.
Well, I may have been up a little too late last night. Drinking.
Thinking what?
Why?
Daisy.
No, Daisy's
Man,
gone.
I wish.
You're gonna send him into a team.
Daisy! He starts like sobbing. Hands in his
Perfect.
face.
We've gotten him not off the fact that, or I guess he's not actively thinking about how we're, in a predicament.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
I mean, I did. That doesn't mean I'm still confused.
That's your fault.
Man up, Matt. I've got a mission. What do you guys need? Yeah, fuck it. Take whatever you want. I
Alright,
start sobbing
thank
and
you.
it's good.
I'll pop over there.
No, he's got like a little
Oh,
thing on the side. Like,
I
that you
see.
can walk through.
No, I want to hop over the counter.
He pulls out an
Don't-
inventory sheet on a clipboard. There's already wetted, dotted here and there are tears.
Don't need the shock armor.
Rowan's struggling.
I do need my ghillie suit.
Okay, call me crazy, but I want to keep the portable explosives on me.
I think that's fine. I'm trying to remember how many gear slots I have.
That's going.
I think it's 5.
Bleach, ammonia, sure.
Wait, did he just say bleach among us?
He said bleach
Among
and
Us?
ammonia.
Oh.
You want a shovel and a knife? Sure.
Sure, Matt. It's all gonna be over soon anyway.
You want a rope and a stool? I've got you.
Okay, question. This is gonna sound out there. Did anything in the observatory talk about any electrical mechanisms or need any power?
He did not say. He just said that there was some secret that he was alluding to in the observatory that he does not think needs to be known.
You know what? I'm gonna call my shot anyways. I'm going to take a shocking mechanism.
The one that the whole inventory has?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The one that you guys bought from the counter.
What do you mean?
The shocking mechanism was the thing that you bought off the merchant in the little village.
Oh,
Remember?
gotcha.
This is not something you have a large supply of. Hence the reason why you needed 2 to get access to the fucking door.
Oh, I don't think we turned that in.
Then you would
The
just
key.
be taking it from wherever
Yeah,
you guys hit it.
sure.
Because I had it. I think I stashed it at my place. So if you want to bring it, that's fine.
Yep.
I didn't know that was what that was called. I thought we just were calling them keys.
No,
Well, they
it's
add
not a
those
key.
keys, but
Okay, but so yes, you can take it.
It's more like a battery, to be honest. Not that, a bunch of people on the verge of the Industrial Revolution would know what a battery is.
yeah.
Actually, they would scratch that. Batteries were invented before that.
I can also carry it. I've got one open slot.
I had an open slot and I didn't know what it takes. I just took that.
Grappling hook, ghillie suit. I'm gonna keep on the armor straps, and then field pouch.
Stay strapped, folks.
I've got grappling hook, mirage cloak, slinger, flares, portable explosives, and shocking mechanism. Maybe take smoking poultices.
Reggie? What's the loadout?
I'm going
Let's
to keep my whetstone.
Get
because
rid of
that
my
is extremely
trank.
good so far.
You want a dry stone too?
It's not.
Actually,
it's a
yeah. Could you
different
could you
type
carry
of
it?
What, Gabe? You know this.
Yeah, I feel like it makes a little more sense for me to carry it and you to take the other.
Sounds good.
The other optional.
Probably don't need.
I'm going to roll some dice because
These are not in alphabetical order.
I'm bored.
It makes me sad.
They should be.
They are. The subsections are not, but they are in alphabetical order.
The thing I
Spikes,
need to feel in
Matic,
between
Mirage
fights-
Cloak.
Oh,
Then further down is Scope, Shocking Mechanism.
Oh, I must have made additions that are not in alphabetical order.
So yeah, spikes are not there.
They used
Spike,
to be.
spike is the
okay.
only thing that isn't.
They
guess
used to be
rations.
called iron spikes. Now they're just
Oh.
spikes.
That'll do it.
Allow me to move them within the list.
Also, rope needs to go below rations.
What? Sing the alphabet
No.
for me. It goes O B C D.
It goes O A B C E G I.
Yeah. Don't know that. No, S goes after H.
What?
I used a strong one too, and I died. You lied to me.
P comes after M. Yes. I know that.
Where did that
Actually,
go?
rations should
I
go
don't know where they go.
before retracted.
Sign up to the right.
Ryan, is it to your right? Oh no, it's there.
No.
It's here.
Yes.
Oh, there's an R. I was thinking, you said rations and
I rolled a natural
retractable,
one.
and I was like, retractable. RATA.
Rat-actable. Father, Reggie, do you have your loadouts?
I need. I guess. What did I remove from my pack last time? I don't remember.
Probably your giant cock.
You most likely shouldn't
My second
need the
whetstone.
shock
The
armor.
second whetstone was never in your inventory. You've been holding that for like a month.
There is no second whetstone. It's all in your head.
A plane has hit the second whetstone.
No, it hit a helicopter, remember?
Yeah.
Helicopter, helicopter.
My
I have
My
3
uncle
open
went
slots,
to-
and I don't want
Animal buddy.
Ball.
Oh, it was an air bladder, but we don't. Do we need the air bladder right now? We're not going
Gabe,
through there.
my uncle went to Vegas
Yeah.
last week or something, and they did a helicopter ride. And of course, he's old, so he knows everybody on the planet, so he knew the helicopter pilot.
Of course.
And he said that if it weren't for that helicopter crash like 2 weeks ago, he was going to get to fly the helicopter.
Poor guy.
Iconic.
Cole goes,
What should I
Oh,
take?
you're using a rental deck. I see.
And I'm letting the AI play for me.
Yeah, the rental decks kind of suck. I'm sorry.
I
Yep.
almost won with the rental deck though.
Yeah, 'cause you have a type advantage.
Shut up.
Half the
I
red,
still almost won.
rental decks are like
I
half
don't
normal
care.
types, so they're
Dude,
okay.
normal type is the best type in the game. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a pure normal type deck, that's fine. But if you've got like half fire, half normal, it does nothing for you.
What?
There are very few decks in
Why
this
would you
game that
remove
you can.
consistency by adding in random normal types?
There are very few decks you can run in this game that actually work dual type.
Well, there are actually, in my opinion, there are none. The only decks that work with quote unquote dual type is Mew, which Mew EX, which just uses 3 colorless energy, so you can put whatever in it, even though it's technically a psychic type. And then putting a Magneton, which generates its own electric energy with a Darkrai.
The dragon one, the fire water, whatever that guy is.
Yeah, dragon types famously kind of suck.
Okay, I'll just get armor plated.
I made a
Armor
good
plated?
deck with
Good.
2 of those, and then
I mean, as
a
long as you have your
Flareon
expert
and
tools, you
a
can just make whatever you need,
Vaporeon.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Assuming the ingredients are on hand. Components. What about you, Father?
The most fucked up thing is Drotagon is being so used, but not to attack, just to stall.
Oh yeah.
That is the most fucked up thing.
Oh. For a moment there, I think I almost remembered something important.
Uh-oh.
Almost.
Whatever it was, it's probably fine.
If it was important, you would have remembered it.
Right.
Oh, I know what you forgot. Welcome back, Myth Divers.
Yeah, the book is not.
We did
as
skip
dusty
the book.
Today. He opened it before you got there. Assuming that you had left. So.
He's doing some light reading.
Yeah.
Some light reading. He was trying to remember what was going on.
He was actively changing the notes. He had crossed some stuff out.
This wasn't important enough. We're gonna scrap that.
Oh, these numbers surely mean something.
I don't think so.
I can roll numbers too.
Well, I just rolled like 5 8s in a row. So.
I rolled 2 9s in a row. And then back to 20 instead of 17.
I just rolled a 10, so basically each didn't die.
I just rolled 2 19s.
I've got a chip.
I rolled 7 and 12.
Yawn! Try harder.
Want to play rollies?
Let's roll these.
We each just roll a d20, and whoever has the higher number wins.
Want to play Swindlestone so I can get cheated again?
I'll let you give one.
I'm not kidding. Natural 20.
I got a 7.
Gabe loses, we win.
Swindlestone.
Alright, go
make
on.
me
Babe, I
sad.
still win. I still beat him.
Swindlestones was
See, look
legendary.
at
No, Swindlestones
Yeah.
is great, and I refuse to play again.
It was for the narrative, Brad.
Right, but it was the most important time for me to ever need a win.
Brad, I'll believe in Swindlestones, so that way there's no cheating.
No, because I can't risk losing a game fair and square for once.
That's true. As long as Brad has that
As long as I never play it
scripted loss
again.
under his
I
belt,
can't
he
read
can
that.
claim that any unfortunate
I got a 9.
like
He got a
loss was
19.
scripted.
I don't think I ever lost a NPC fight. I think I lost like to some of these guys. But
And here's the real question, Brad. Was I going easy on you, or do I actually just suck at Swindlestones?
I don't know.
The
But
answer is
because there's proof of you cheating at least once, I'm going to
I
claim
mean, I
that,
cheated against Gabe and he never caught it, so
that my victories were
I
fair.
also
and
don't
square.
care.
everyone should be cheating against Gabe.
I mean, it's kind of in the name, isn't it? Swindle.
Yeah.
True.
Well, if you pick your loadout.
I have a whetstone, an immune booster, a potion set, a dash pill, smelling salts. I need one more thing.
Take something for maneuverability through the jungle. Like something that will be utility.
Like a rope.
Grappling hook,
Yeah,
rope,
rope
10
would be
foot
legendary,
pole.
actually. Do you know how useful rope is, Cole? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, you can hang yourself with it.
Cole's a
You
rope
stole
guy.
my fucking joke, dickhead.
Dude,
It's not your day, Robert. It's my day.
Yesterday,
You
I
caught-
was like...
Second thorn added.
Clearly.
I was in a really, really bad mood.
I just
was
took 6
actively,
stress.
Like, trying to be upset, and then Bailey was talking about the gym and deciding on it. He's like, "Oh, should we do a push day or a pull day?" And Cameron was like, "Oh man, can I vouch for doing a hang day so I can fucking hang myself?" And I lost my shit. I was actively upset, and I just could not stop laughing. It was.
That's how it goes. I was having a rough day yesterday after the gym, and then found out. Have you ever played Brotato?
Yes.
They added co-op on Xbox, so it's just like it's seamless co-op. You just share the map, and so Jaden and I played it for like 6 hours straight, and it was fantastic and dramatically improved my mood.
Brad hangs out with his girlfriend, mood improves.
I know, it's crazy.
Crazy shit.
Never could have guessed it.
You'll never believe what scientists don't want you to know.
Scientists don't want you to know. Spending time with your girlfriend is fun.
Why are the scientists concerned with our emotions?
We need to control it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So we're just following the road back to Firstrock then?
I believe so.
We're not straight off the path. If anything shiny happens to cross.
We're straying back on the way back for the observatory.
Assuming that there will be a way back.
Yeah, I think as far as like the first walk is concerned, we're trying to not sway.
First walk?
Yes.
I had everything.
Welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games.
Welcome to the jungle.
For the most part, your journey through La Jungle is pretty uneventful. The sky immediately clouds over once you leave Rainbow Basin, but this is not news. You are at a tropical island. It is raining constantly.
Ew.
Thus, it is a humid, foggy day. Already moisture is kind of collecting along the backs of your necks, even before it rains. It is oppressively hot and humid. You do stumble across something that is in the road. Despite your iron focus to not be distracted by things outside the road, there's a thing on the road. A literal roadblock, if you will.
Hey, we never said anything about the road, just not straying from the road.
There is a large net cast across the road, large enough to catch a monster.
Who wants to step in it?
Can we go around it?
Father? No, we promised to stay on the road.
You could go around it, but that would require straying off the road.
Father?
I would like, if
You're
this is the road, I would like to walk here.
Yeah.
Well, the net goes there, so you just walk into the net. Thanks, man.
Muddy footprints are hidden beneath foliage along the sides of the road.
Can I examine the footprints?
What are you looking for?
Species of the footprints, like humanoid, gremlin.
They're definitely human, even at a glance.
Question. How big is like the gaps in between the nets?
Large enough that a small person could squeeze through.
Okay. I was wondering if it was just a general net or if it was like a net designed for monsters.
It is a net designed for monsters.
I guess we just step around it then.
Yeah, this feels like a weird place to have it.
Yeah, especially because this road is used by not merchants, like
Carts.
people. Yeah, going between the camps.
Carts would definitely be heavy enough to trigger the trap.
Can I look around for signs of activity?
Sure.
Any humans?
Roll survival.
Not perception?
That works too. Oh, this is weird. I have to tell you guys what to roll.
Dirty 20.
30-20. 2 sets of footprints. Of very familiar shoe size and shape. These are probably belonging to Xavier and Adam.
I will relay this information. I think we just go around.
You don't see them anywhere nearby. These tracks look old. There's water already collecting in them.
They might be trying to hijack a cart.
Yeah.
That does not strike you as very sensible.
I agree.
Xavier and Adam.
I'm trying to also think of why they would just put a giant net in the middle of the road.
Why indeed?
Yeah, I vote we just go around.
Father, Reggie, Father.
I think here's our idea of going around. We don't have time for this shenanigans.
Roll wisdom saves.
Ooh. Yippee.
Why you and D?
Is that a 3? Oh no. Just 3.
I have too many dice.
I have no wisdom. We are both full of disease.
You're comfortable disease.
15. Father, there is a slight feeling of numbness spreading over your left shoulder that then dissipates.
Were you about to have a heart attack?
No, he was just shot with a trank arrow.
Reggie, on the other hand, there is a distinct sensation of something grabbing at your chest. Something tensing around your heart. Your lungs becoming constricted. You feel the edges of your vision begin to fade away. Darkness coming in.
Oh,
And
heart
you
attack.
get the distinct feeling of watching yourself from a distance. An out-of-body experience.
Okay. So, does something happen to me besides that, or am I just feeling things, or do I actually, like, fall over?
Excellent question. For everybody else watching you, they see you taking heavy, ragged breaths, like some great thing, like a beast, trying to catch its breath. Smells suddenly flood through your nose, sharp and pungent. You smell a few things: blood, water, and fur and hair. Prey nearby. What's up?
Can I, like, walk up to him and... I have smelling salts, but I don't want to, like, use them.
Wow, thanks.
Wow.
Good. Glad to hear it.
I have a utility item, but I don't want to use it. I don't want to waste it on you.
You have a dose for a monster. Reggie's a man.
Yeah, I can just, like, hover it underneath his nose and be like, hey, step out of it.
Reggie is a monster. What are you talking about?
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Reggie's a beast.
Advantage.
Don't they need room to breathe? It looks like he's kind of
18.
struggling. I
18?
don't think he needs smelling salts right now.
Reggie is a
Well, smelling
monster.
salts can, like, fucking reset your system.
Reggie, along with the pungent smells of the forest and prey and heat and blood coursing through veins, predatory senses get flooded by the sharp smell of ammonia. Like getting smacked in the face, you find yourself back in the jungle.
Are you good? Looks like you were about to have a heart attack.
Better now.
Do you need to sit down? Like,
You need to go back to camp?
The cure for all heart attacks, smelling salts.
Your whole body aches. It feels like someone grabbed you by the ankle and yanked you back into your body. But too fast, too ragged.
I don't know if it's good if I go back to camp.
can I look at his eyes?
Sure.
Any clouding?
A not insignificant amount. It's
A not
obvious now. Bloodshot. Spits of drool spilling out of his mouth as well.
Man, we really broke quarantine first thing, huh?
You know how
Onward!
it's fluid to fluid contact, as long as Reggie doesn't bleed on anybody. or
It's HIV.
as long as no one takes his backwash, he should be fine.
Backwash
Put it
and
in my
back
mouth.
shots.
I did not say that second one.
What did you say?
But I did. But that
I
is.
said his backwash or back shots.
But that is.
Because I heard Cole shout "spit in my mouth," so
That is fluid to fluid contact. So.
That's rough.
all right.
Yeah.
We're on a time crunch, even more
Let's
so
go.
now. Also, this flavor's great.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it. I tried the like new Hawaiian one, and then I saw that in the
Nothing significant.
Sure.
store, and I was like, ooh.
If I ignore it, it didn't happen.
Let's roll some more dice.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I like
Well, we're gonna go around the road and continue heading towards Firstrock.
Yes. The jungle is quiet after you move past this area. Just wind moving through leaves. Normally you hear the chittering of insects, the squeaking and ribbiting of frogs hidden under leaves, flapping of birds as they take off out of the canopy. Today, the forest is quiet.
That's not a good sign.
The whole island's already infested.
It feels like the jungle
But we already
is
knew that.
holding its breath, waiting for something.
Waiting for a trigger of some kind? Something.
You know, say the forest being silent is not a good sign. That is a bad omen and a half.
Father, your soldier's instincts catch it before your conscience brain does. Something is amiss here. But before you can give it any thought, because you're choosing not to straight.
Sorry. I wonder if we are gonna have a good friend show up of a good old pal that we failed to finish off and escaped the Rainbow Basin. Sorry.
Before you give any thought to your concerns, you're not leaving the road. So, the sounds of a distant city quickly subsume the silence. Any thoughts of anxiety momentarily dispelled. Whatever instincts cultivated by nature, replaced by the strict routine of civilization. Welcome to Firstrock. Again.
Back.
It has changed substantially since you've last been here, about 5 weeks ago. Hold on.
How substantial could it be? Oh my god!
I need ocean sounds. There we go. This much more resembles a booming industrial town. You could even believe, if you kind of squinted your eyes a little bit, that you were back home on Indus. Ships are plentiful in the harbor. Gremlins are actually in the streets working along with other workers. You see a lot of soldiers milling about, and more hunters than you remember as well.
That's not good.
You're in sort of a cobbled street, quickly erected buildings of wood and only partially metal, like the corrugated tin kind, rise up on either side, flanking you, as the road to Firstrock stretches out in front of you.
Did Olaf give us a contact
No.
to try and talk to?
When I was doing financial reports, did I get any reports or read anything about extra help being sent out, like these extra hunters or whatnot? Or are they just here?
You're not really sure, because you send reports, you don't receive. Really.
Yeah.
You are a reporter, not a receiver.
I'm not sure where to go.
You do know where you send them, though. To the chief headquarters.
Yeah. Well, we know where that building is because that's where the colonel was stationed before, and so we just go to who's second? Jesus. Who is who do I send reports to?
Usually to the office of the colonel.
Office of the colonel. Okay.
Yeah, but you have on occasion sent reports to the site leader here. His name is Sid. He's the chief officer.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll make our way to back to HQ.
Okay. As you pass through the streets, you have to wind your way through carts, getting pulled, lots of boxes, workers. As you pass by some of them, you hear the distinct rattling of chains. Some of these workers are manacled. Bright-eyed, golden-haired, doubtless more prisoners of war.
How long ago did the war end? Remind me?
About a decade or two, I believe.
Sorry.
What?
I can't say. How?
I don't see how this is funny.
No, it's fine.
It's the reverse Ishvalans.
Yeah. They're exactly a stick I stole from the Xerxians you know, Edward and Al's race, along with their fathers. Golden Iris's golden hair.
I respect it.
I'm nothing if not a pirate.
No better life to be.
Yo ho.
Yo ho. What?
Robert is taking.
Gay.
And?
Yes. They were at sea for a long time. What? You are backwards.
I'm so confused.
One of them casts his chase aside. Anyway.
Back at
You know where the chief headquarters is because it's immediately clear what it is. It's a building, very tall, very grandiose, made of clearly imported materials. Clay brick in mortar, something that has not really been found in this area. And it has something very grandiose. I'm repeating words, aren't I?
It's okay.
A special thing that not other bases have. A clock in its central tower. A mechanical marvel. Machinery and expertise incarnate. The chief headquarters have heavy, gilded knockers on large mahogany wooden doors. Can you guys... Okay, am I gonna have to
Damn
make
it,
like a
Cole.
list?
No, come on. Keep going.
Well, Father, there's a door with a heavy knocker. No doubt natural. In front of you.
I grabbed the knocker.
Boom, 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 boom. It's a public building. You can just go inside.
Oh. Why grab the knocker then?
Because they're natural.
Because it's a display.
Yeah. What power? By the way, I don't know if you know this, Reggie, but what powers the clock?
Time.
Is it just files, or is it?
Oh.
Do you know, Reggie?
I mean, wait, probably.
Do you have an answer for me? Or am I going to have to come up with one?
Some clocks use files, some are more mechanical.
There you go.
Springs.
It's more, I mean,
Like a grandfather.
it's not like file is an inexpensive material, so your typical clock wouldn't have it.
Yeah. I'm asking what mechanically then what makes it go?
Time.
Physics?
It's like your grandfather clock.
You can't have a perpetual motion machine and a clock. Well, there has to be a source of energy somewhere.
Yeah,
That's an
time.
origin.
Springs. Coils.
The unpaid intern goes up into the clock and pulls the weights to the top.
Yeah, there's actually a guy in there.
Yeah, a
There's
tiny little
there's
guy.
no cogs.
It's a gremlin.
There's a guy, yeah. There's a guy who's slowly moving the second hand with his finger. Yeah.
You see like the gremlin's face like through the glass.
He goes,
When he was born, they put him in a room full of metronomes. And that's how he knows how to. He has
that's actual torture.
he has perfect timing for one
They
second.
strap him down on a bed and they drop the water on him at a regular time until he went insane. Yeah.
Something happened in Phineas and Ferb.
What?
He
That's a Chinese torture method.
no the being trapped in a room with metronomes because the guy got trapped in a metronome related factory accident where he had hundreds of metronomes going off at once and then he lost his rhythm.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that. The drummer.
Tell
no
me that I
rhythm.
ain't got rhythm.
I didn't know. I forgot that was the reason.
Yeah,
I just thought he was out of touch.
I thought he was just retired.
Alright, well, do you walk inside the headquarters?
Yes.
No more wave sounds. You're inside the building now.
Need typewriter sounds now.
There you go. Red carpet, dark wooden walls, gilded furniture lines the way. There is a counter with an individual who looks like she spent more time this morning in the mirror than she did actually checking the schedule she's supposed to be running.
Uh-oh, Daisy!
Not Daisy, but someone who looks like it could be her.
Morning, Daisy.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
so sorry. You look exactly like our friend Daisy.
Wow.
No,
So
it's
much?
Maisie.
Thanks.
No,
Come on,
it's a compliment.
guys.
Trust me.
If you say so. Anyway,
Wait, do you know Daisy?
she's my sister, lunkhead.
Oh,
What are
Wait.
you, Maisie?
No, my name's My name's Magical.
Wait, your name's Magical Lunkhead?
No. Marigold, I mean.
Marigold Lunkhead?
I would say
No.
Madrigal is like Encanto.
My name's Marigold. Anyway, you're a lunkhead. What do you need?
I'm part of the family now? What?
that was a surprise marriage. You got the names.
I don't know you.
We're talking to him.
Surely I have a name of someone I report directly to, right?
Olaf.
No. You know what I mean? Who I address the
Yeah, the Colonel or Sid that you got.
Yeah. We're here. We need to see Sid.
She barely glances at the paper, flicks one page aside with her finger, says, you're not on the list.
There was an error in the reports. Some of the reports I sent, and I need to correct them, or at least tell them they need to be corrected.
Roll deception.
Oh yeah, we're lying today. Natural 20.
She goes, alright, and she flips another page, puts up a pen. We can schedule you for sometime this week.
Oh no, it's urgent actually.
Urgent?
Yeah. 0 being added when there should not have been, in terms of expenses.
Sorry. Is that bad?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you spent 100 gold on makeup, but you said it accidentally.
Imagine.
Yeah, but you accidentally said you spent 1,000 gold. Wouldn't you not want that as a report?
Well, it depends.
Imagine if your paycheck had one less zero on it.
One less 0?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Well, I'm not really supposed to let anyone see him today.
Why not?
I'm not really supposed to say.
Can you tell me his direct person who's supposed to be in contact with him?
I'm not really sure if that's correct.
I mean, I'm in regular contact with him, am I not?
You were in irregular contact with him.
I know.
Well, I don't know. 5 people in his office. He's really pulling my leg here.
Well, there's not 5 of us, there's 4 of us.
Oh.
So see,
Are you saying-
it's not an issue.
Are you seeing like 1.25x? Or like I know seeing double is a thing, but since you didn't see double, are you saying one of us is double?
Father's here twice. Or Reggie's here twice.
I'm
just that
sorry.
big.
If there's not 5 of you, then who's that? She points behind you.
Who is it?
There is a short gremlin behind you.
Is it Bullseye?
No.
Is it the clockworker?
I think he's just next in line.
He's covered in soot. He's holding like a sweep.
Is that a chimney sweep? Yeah, I was just...
He's just next in line.
Oh, right. Well, let's see. What's your name? He goes, my name's Dave. I'm going to sweep the boiler. Just Dave. Yeah, you're on the list. Go. And she lets him cut the line in front of you and walk into the building.
Okay. Alright. So we're going to go see Sid
So,
now.
like, yeah.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Because you're not on the list.
We just said we were on the list now.
No. That was for Dave.
I believe we were in front of the line. You said you're on the
Yeah,
list.
but you're not
go
on
ahead.
the schedule.
But we're on the list. As you just said.
No, Dave's on the list.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go.
No, stop.
Alright, I'm going. I realize she was not caring about her job. She will not bother stopping.
We walk through.
She goes, no, stop. And she rolls her eyes at you.
Thank you. I'll make sure to cite you as the reason we're in.
No. You've been down this
How the
hallway
fuck did
before.
these sisters get here?
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
You've been down this hallway before.
Yes.
At the end of the hallway, there's the grand door that leads to the Colonel's office. The door is currently ajar. Along either side, there are 2 doors 4 in total, leading to side offices. One of them has a plaque that says Chief Officer Sid on it.
I would like to glance in through the cracked door of the colonel's office.
Yeah, sure. Are you being subtle about it?
No.
Okay. You crack open the door and you see kind of a man who is pear-shaped.
The colonel.
He's wearing what looks like a suit that belonged to him when he was younger and probably more handsome. It's a little ill-fitting, and there's definitely the edges of a toupee peeking out. With a little bit of the weave that connects to the bald part of your head.
Bald's a good look.
He turns around and looks at you through glasses that kind of enlarge his eyes too much, and he goes, "Oh, excuse me, sorry!" And he's sort of wiping his shirt off. He was sitting in the colonel's chair. A rather large name tag on his chest says Sid, and then in subtitles, Chief Officer.
Okay.
"Oh, sorry. Just a moment, please." And he kind of like shove walks past you towards his office and opens it.
Okay.
And Pun kind of...
Is he carrying anything?
No. He kind of goose walks inside and then sits in his chair. This office is strange, by the way. But we'll get back to that in a second. And then takes a seat. He peers at you through his Coke bottle glass and he goes, "Well, how can I help you today?"
I would like to take a better scan of the colonel's office.
The colonel's office is a trophy room with a desk and a chair in it.
Oh.
There are just lines of medals on the wall, several of his old weapons he's wielded in the past, some monster heads. You didn't think he hunted that much, but it seems he might have at some point. And a large map upon which there are several red pins with little banners that say the equivalent of "I did that."
Can I attempt to commit the map to memory?
It's a map of the world.
Okay.
Was Sid like doing anything, or was he just like sitting there,
He was,
like chilling?
He was like sitting in the colonel's chair and going like...
Oh, I was wondering if he was like fumbling with anything on the
No,
desk.
he was just like kind of gloating.
Reveling.
Yeah.
Can I mark or make a mental note of the flags in...
They're all Indic flags.
Okay.
Yeah. Including several which are in Arnalia.
Okay. There aren't
country.
any here though.
Oh, there's one here.
Okay. Is it Firstrock?
Yeah.
I mean, there might be some green in that country too.
Yeah.
Might be some what?
I was like a dumb joke.
Sid's office feels like several storage rooms smashed together. His chair and desk are significantly less grand than the colonel's. And there's a lot of contradictions. He's got old war memorabilia, but you don't think Sid was a soldier type. He's got hunting prizes, but he's clearly not a hunter. He's not in shape for it. Books on peace and commerce that are dust covered, and some gremlin cultural trinkets on his desk as well. He sits down.
No, is this 3 gremlins in a trench coat?
It might be.
He goes, "Well, how can I help you today?" He offers like a wet fish handshake to anybody willing to take it.
No.
No one takes it?
I'll take it.
And your name would be, boy?
I am Oliver. I'll be within communication.
Oliver.
Thale.
Thale! Oh, splendid! I've heard such good things about the Thale family. Oh, your reputation surely precedes you.
I mean, surely my reputation comes in the form of the reports I send.
Yes! Yes, the reports from... Help me out here, boy. Where are you from again?
I am from, what's the place that, where's the place that we sent,
Clover Hill.
Yeah, I'm from Clover Hill.
Clover Hill!
Yes.
Well, you carry the air of a man who walks up a hill along you.
Yeah. I'm just here to carry a report and tell you, we have found, you know those, alright, I want to, like, do a comical, like, very deliberate, like, look to out in the hallway. You know those fools down in Rainbow Basin?
Oh, fools! Perhaps, yes.
You know that, disease they were talking about?
Yes, something about some sort of infestation.
Yeah, well, we found that, at Clover Hills, too.
Clover Hills. Well, I don't think we have any place by the name of Clover Hills.
Cloverfield.
No.
Clover Hill. We just said that.
Oh, Clover Hill!
Yeah.
There's only one hill there,
Yeah,
sorry.
Clover Hill.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cloverfield is like
It's a franchise.
Yeah. I know things.
And unfortunately, we might have to shut down the ports for a little bit and prevent people from
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Where did you say you were from, Mr. Tail?
Indus? Or no, sorry. Indus is the home country, right? Or no?
Indus is the country.
Yes. I'm from Indus.
No, here on the island, Coriosos.
Clover Hill?
Yes, Clover Hill. Well, he sort of fumbles around his papers. I haven't received any correspondence from Clover Hill in a little over a week, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Well, that's because we've been busy.
Too busy to send reports.
Yes, that's why I had to come in person.
Well, if you were so busy, why did you come in person? Surely there were other matters at your attendance.
I believe the infestation is the reason we are busy.
You believe? Well, surely it's other groups of your members. Some other members of your group members. Some members of your team might believe the things as well. Let's hear them speak.
We've heard that Rainbow Basin, as concerning as the reports are close to developing a cure. And
Yes.
some of the symptoms we have seen amongst our people as well. And so, or amongst our company as well. And so we were thinking that if we could just pause new shipment of people for a short time and people leaving to help contain this disease and eradicate it before it should spread any further.
We just need 2 weeks.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Closing the ports, there would be madness in the streets. People would be saying, "Oh, Chief Officer said, why did you close the ports? How am I supposed to send money back home to my wife?" And we can't be having that, can we?
Well, it won't matter because people aren't coming or going in the next few weeks anyways, right?
Well, the infestation is clearly contained to Rainbow Basin, and if so to Clover Hill, which, I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
My name is Ward.
Ward
Ethrin.
Etrin?
Doctor.
Doctor! Oh, we love doctors! Are you practicing medicine?
In parts. More on the archaeological side, but also some medical.
So, I just have a little question, and you might excuse my forwardness here, but if Rainbow Basin is having troubles, why are they not sending their own people, and why is Clover Hill doing it?
They're supposed to be on their way as well.
Supposed to be on their way. Well, I don't know that's right.
On what grounds?
He sort of licks a finger, opens a filing cabinet.
Pray tell me the names of your other compatriots, please.
Why are we having him ask more questions? We need to be sucking up to him more. Why are we trying to logic our way through that?
And please tell me your name, middle-aged men and middle-aged men.
Fake name time. We already came to give our real names.
What I have on the document, on the paperwork, would I've put my real name or Father Innocent?
You would have been John Clementine.
And I wouldn't have put Father Innocent on there?
Cole, we've already established that your paperwork says John Clementine.
Oh, okay. So I can just tell him I'm Father Innocent and it doesn't matter.
Maybe.
Find out.
My name is Father Innocent.
Oh, Father Innocent. Printer, you are the chaplain, I assume. We only have 5 chaplains. Well, one of them died, that makes 4. Yes. And your name, please?
Okay, I can't say anything.
We fucked up on so many levels with this whole campaign.
The line was smooth until we started.
Excuse me, sir, but are you having trouble remembering your own name?
Reggie Starling.
Reggie That's the Reggie Starling? Working alongside Nigel? Oh.
Working above Nigel, yes.
The twins working above Nigel, of course. This is what I tell people when they ask. I tell people
All right,
we have
Trump.
the best we have the best engineers in all of Coriosos here. Reggie Starling being one of them. So I assume yes. Rainbow Basin's file. He licks his finger. Yes. Dr. Ward Ethrun. Well, he closes the file. I'm sorry to say that your story's not quite adding up, friends. You said you're from Clover Hill, and my directory, it says that you're all from Rainbow Basin.
We had traveled to Clover Hill to explain our situation from Rainbow Basin, and they were having similar issues.
But why would they be sending a second group then if you're carrying their message?
Timeliness. Wanting to...
So you mean to tell me that there's a second message that needs to be delivered later?
No, I believe what he was trying to say is maintenance of quarantine.
So you're trying to maintain quarantine by sending out more people?
No, why would we send out more people? Just sending out one group is
We
better
wouldn't
than...
gaslight.
There was never any second message. I don't know where
Yes,
you
you
got
did. You said that they were coming sooner. Sooner
No.
later. Someone said there was a second group from...
I was under a different impression. My
We're the
apologies.
group from Rainbow Basin.
We are here representing both Rainbow Basin and Cloverfield.
No. Someone in this party distinctly told me there were two groups. And you were from Clover Hill, that there was another from Rainbow Basin. Because I said, and I quote, "Why isn't Rainbow Basin sending their own people?" And then someone said they're coming later.
You threw me off out of game. You threw me off so hard with saying we were from Clover Hill.
It's easier to
I have to say that I feel like you're not being very truthful with me.
It's been a long
And this is what I like to tell people.
I'm sorry.
We have the most truthful people in all of Indus here. And you're giving us sort of a bad look. Frankly, who let you in?
The door is unlocked.
The door was unlocked
Yeah.
Also,
in a public building.
I need to apologize.
There's a person at the door, Father Innocence. Who let you pass the building? Who let you
Must
pass
have been
the
on bathroom break.
There
was nobody
Was
there.
it Daisy?
Yeah, Daisy. Yeah, her name was Daisy. Yeah.
No!
Hold on.
Why
Hold on.
did we just
Hold on.
say more lies?
Sorry.
He goes, Daisy,
Hold on.
let's
We have to
let me check the file.
Dude,
Hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. Hold the fuck on.
What's the point in blaming Daisy?
Hold the fuck on. I'm going
I
somewhere
don't see
with this.
anyone in this building working by the name of Daisy.
Sorry. Marigold something. I'm
Oh,
suffering.
Marigold, yes.
Sir, I'm suffering from a severe
Well, I don't
concussion.
recall.
So
Then
please
you should take the
Take-
needed medical attention.
take my
actually.
word with a grain
This
of
is what I
salt.
tell
I'm
people who come
struggling.
to
What if I
Firstrock.
spit in his mouth?
We have the best medical people here in all of Coriolis.
They're my next stop. I am sorry. Please disregard what I've said. My head is still spinning.
Make a deception
I'm trying to make up for my
with
mistake.
disadvantage.
Okay. That's a 6.
Look, Dr. Edford, I don't think that drinking on the job is usually a very good idea.
I'm sober at the
Clearly
moment.
not. Anyway,
Oliver is actually doing this.
I'm trying to make up. I'm sorry.
encourage you to come back at a different time when you've settled your story straight and when you're actually on today's schedule and the
No.
baby.
I'll be firm.
Wait, how close are we to the colonel's office?
It's right around the corner.
Should I just
Can I glance
leave?
inside the colonel's office real quick?
Should I just leave the room?
Does it seem like
Hey,
anything's missing?
No, you've never seen his office before.
Should I just leave the room?
Well, I don't know if there's
Ward's
a
fucked up too
suspiciously
much.
trophy skull-sized
Maybe
space.
you have. Okay, you probably have seen his office before.
We did
Roll perception.
when we first got here.
Yeah.
8.
There is something missing from the office. The Colonel.
That's incredible.
Listen. Here's what happened. Detail by detail.
I fucked up
this was-
so much.
We were sent from Rainbow Basin to Clover Hill. Clover Hill is suffering from an infestation right now. They have rampant infections and widespread symptoms. They cannot send reports. They cannot be productive. They, before we had gotten infested, sent us to give this report
Hold
to
on.
you.
Rainbow Basin has been sending reports, despite the fact.
No, I'm saying Clover Hill has not.
Okay.
Clover Hill is not.
You're locking that statement in
Yeah, because he said Clover Hill has not sent report for weeks, right?
a week.
A week. I'm saying they have been in because you're supposed to. I assume we've been sending like daily reports.
From Rainbow Basin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand then. If Rainbow Basin is capable of setting reports despite being infested, while Clover Hill can't be.
Because people are dying
So are people at Rainbow Basin, if I'm not incorrect.
at a
Has
faster
anybody
rate.
died?
Yes,
Yeah,
people have died.
We've lost a couple.
Well, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Thale, that your story is not ringing very straight to me.
Ringing rather gay.
I encourage you to come back, perhaps when the Colonel is here, and he may be more willing to lend you an ear.
Can I
Yes,
inside check?
we should talk to the colonel about who's been in his office.
Okay, one thing at a time. What do you insight
I
roll?
would like to inside check if he would, if he actually knows if the colonel is dead or not. I'm trying to see if he has a hint of like sarcasm or
You may
deceptiveness. in
roll
there.
insight. And then you were saying what, Mr. Starling?
I was gonna
17?
make a comment about telling
This-
the colonel
Okay.
who's
What's
been in
it?
his office.
This man is some legendary combination of, like, clever and dense. You have legitimately no clue.
This is like the guy from Princess Bride.
This is
What's his face?
This is like Everett from Disco Elysium. You don't know how capable and how incompetent he is because he's straddling the line so finely. You genuinely have no clue. You were saying, Reggie.
Well, yes, I guess we better get off and talk to the colonel. Tell him who's been in his office.
You go ahead.
I'm sure he'd love to know that
I
some kind of fanboy's been
Can I
role playing
listen?
at his desk.
listen.
I gesture at the copied but less good
I was just keeping
items in
his
his
seat
office.
warm. You know, the colonel's always telling me that he's the warmest seat in all of Firstrock, and I wanted to keep that true.
So you're saying the colonel would be a liar then if you weren't if it weren't for your assistance.
Yes,
So
I
you
don't see a problem with that.
so the colonel exclusively needs your help.
Yes, that's why I'm chief officer.
How did you meet the colonel?
At war,
Which war?
the Golden War.
Yeah, I'm saying which. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Which battle?
I don't remember.
How do you not remember?
There were lots of battles.
Wouldn't a decorated soldier know?
Listen, when I got back to Indus after
Father
the war,
Innocent, which battles did you participate in?
Can I list off
Yeah,
like the
like that.
Yeah.
he goes, well, listen, when I got back from the war, my medic told me, you're the most self-socked soldier I've ever seen. You have so much trauma that you don't even understand where you are. And I said, yes, that makes perfect sense.
Wait, so if you're so
I would've been on the
traumatized-
same side as this guy, right?
Yeah,
Can I ask him what his medic's name was?
in a second. I think Reggie was trying to also follow
Yeah, sorry.
along here.
Oh, I don't think I was adding anything.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
My medic, well, he never told me his name. He was too busy.
What did he look like?
Yeah.
Amanda. Amanda.
He was a man, he had brown hair, brown eyes, pale skin. He spoke with an Indic accent.
Just say, oh, was that
Was
Jeffrey? And then
Bob?
Yeah, was it Jeffrey? And they'll say
Oh,
yes.
that rings. That reminds me a lot of one of my.
You
friends
should
whose
say
name was
John
Will.
and then be like, it's me. I'm John.
What would you say his name
It
was?
is Will.
Will? Roll deception.
Because he's gonna go like, oh yes, it was Will, of course. And then you can either choose to be buddy with him or call him out on his lie.
19.
Oh, yes, I remember. Now, it was Will. I was telling you. Will was talking to me. Will said, Sid, you are the most shell-shocked soldier I've ever seen. You have so much trauma, you don't even remember where you've been. And I said, Will, that makes perfect sense. Will you help me? And he said, oh, you're excellent at puns, Sid. I'll help you.
Man, that's crazy. Because Will died like way before the war started.
Why would you ask me a question about a dead man?
He just said it reminded you of him.
Yeah, I didn't lie about him reminding me of. Someone.
Oh, there were so many medics in the war. I'm sure it was a different Will.
I was in the medic corps. I knew many of them very personally.
Well, did you know all of them?
As much as
Name them all then.
Will Young or Willis?
Maybe start like listing
Yeah,
off names.
like that. They're burned into your heart.
They were my brothers. Yeah.
Well, I'm certain. It must have been before he died then.
Well, here, your story's not straight. So how about you come back to us with your war stories when they're straight?
Listen, I can't believe that you're assaulting a poor veteran about his past.
Poor.
When you're already posing as a bunch of people trying to invade my office and tell me lies. So.
Your office.
Yes, this is my. Did you see the name on it? It said Chief Officer Sid.
Is it like a sticker peeling off?
Can I move
I
the
reveal it and be like...
Yeah, didn't you say this was the Colonel's chair?
No, it was the...
No, this
he was in
a
the
different
other
office.
office.
He physically left the Colonel's office and then went into his office. Listen, we're getting distracted here. The main story the main narrative, the main mission.
Narrative?
The main mission.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by narrative?
The narrative of people's lives?
Are you saying we are all in some ancient book, perhaps full
No,
of
I'm just
dust?
saying that, life is kind of like a play. You think about it, and you're like kind of a character, and you go on little journeys, and you learn things.
What have you learned on your journey?
I've learned many things. People often call me the most learned man that they've ever met.
In that case, you'd be able to list 5 lessons that you learned.
5 lessons that I've learned. 1, tie your shoe to use the bathroom before you leave. 4, don't marry a lying bitch. 5, follow your nose.
That's a true lesson.
5 lessons for free. There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Oh, I see you have a band t-shirt. Name 5 songs.
Anyway, you are all distracting me. I have work that I need to attend to, and you're kind of invading my office and telling me lies, which honestly is not.
What lies have we told you?
You said you were from Clover Hill.
I said that we came from Clover Hill.
From Clover Hill.
Yes.
No. You said you were there on behalf of them.
No.
You did because your friend here said.
Yes.
Who's clearly drunk, by the way.
We're here on behalf of them. We are not
Yes.
from there. We came from there. We are not from.
You are speaking nonsense,
Sir.
If the people were here, they would call you the most nonsensical speaker they've ever heard.
We are stationed in Rainbow Basin.
Yes.
We traveled to
Which, by the
Clover
way, is supposed
Hill.
to be under quarantine now, isn't it?
Not
Isn't
quite
it?
yet.
No, because we were deployed.
I don't know if that's how quarantine works. Like, quarantine scheduled for this
just
time.
remembered
That's when will be
something.
contagious.
He pulls out another file. If I recall correctly, you were part of the group that the Colonel was working with.
Yes,
Yes.
directly. Which is why we report to him and tell him everything that happened.
Well, what are you talking to me for?
He sent us ahead of him.
Yeah. He is at Rainbow Basin.
Oh, so you mean to tell me that the Colonel was the second group who's come from Rainbow
No,
Basin?
there's no second group from Rainbow Basin.
Well, now you guys are being contradictory.
There is no second group. The Colonel is still there because he is working on
Well, then why would he tell me that he's coming?
Did you tell him he's coming?
Eventually.
Yeah, he'll eventually come
What do
back.
you mean eventually? Of course he's coming. Get out of my office! You're wasting
No.
my time!
You're wasting hours!
What were you doing with your time? You were
He pulls out, like...
kicking your feet in the Colonel's
He picks
office.
up a radio and he says, "Security, there are some folks in my office who are not willing to leave, even though I've asked them in the most polite tone. They even told me it was a polite tone.
I
They said,
stand up and walk out.
Radios are a thing?
Apparently.
Pretty sure they are.
I stand up and walk out. I'll let
'cause
you
we
guys.
we have no walkie-talkie. We've communicated with flares.
I mean,
There's nothing like an intercom thing?
No,
You sure?
not at all.
Okay. Then he's just going to reach into a megaphone. That's
Yeah.
like
Wee!
in the wall. And he goes, security, if you would please come to my office. There are some people claiming to be people, the strangest people I've ever met, really. And they're telling me all sorts of lies and wasting my time, really.
I stand up and walk out. I'm not dealing with this. I'm drunk, I guess.
Goodbye.
I go with Morgan.
By the way, if anyone asks, you did not see me in the Colonel's office.
We
Oh,
did,
where
if
did I
anyone
tell?
You
asked.
did see me, actually. I was keeping the Colonel's chair warm for him because he loves his chair to be warm. He told me, Sid, I love warm chairs. I love warm chairs. And we...
I call him Sid because he sits on his ass.
That was uncalled for and rude, really. I'm not going to say polite farewells to you anymore.
I didn't think you were planning on it anyway.
You were outside his office.
Oh, I leave the building.
Okay.
I was gonna just stop.
Y'all do what you want. I leave the building. Ward is so
I'm gonna stick
flustered
with
right
You
Ward.
pass
now.
by some swarthy men in brown shirts on the way out. Hats, probably security.
Do they pay me any mind?
They look at you, realize you're leaving, and walk past.
Okay.
I'm gonna head into the colonel's office.
Okay.
Close the door behind you.
What are the rest of you two doing?
I'm going
Historic
with
fumble.
You're leaving with
That.
Ward.
I'm following Ward.
Following Ward. Make a stealth check.
That's fine. A ghillie suit wouldn't help me here, would it?
No.
Ghillie suit's the way to be, man.
Hey, Urban Gilly is a thing.
17.
17?
Cover-
Okay.
cover
What are you doing
yourself
inside the
with
office?
And
I was
trash.
going to check like actually inside the desk, see if there were any papers.
All the drawers are locked.
All of them are locked.
Lockpicks.
I don't have any lockpicks on me.
Reggie's got the expert tools, that's right.
He's outside the building now.
Oops.
Reggie, pass me the expert tools real quick.
I would like to take
Oh, did
one
he- did you
stress to
leave?
He
flashback.
followed Ward out the door.
Okay. I thought they were still like standing outside
Nope.
the office.
I would like to take one stress to flashback when Reggie handed the expert tools. Oh my god.
Do you see a paper clip flying around? Just use a paper clip.
I'm a noble, not a thief. I have no experience with this. I can.
It's
try.
time to become one.
I guess I can try without any experience. Is there any paper clips or anything I could try and make into a lockpick?
Roll for investigation.
Investigation.
I think that's the worst fumble
Oh no,
I've
that's
ever
better.
had
Okay.
in anything.
16.
There are a few like clip-like things, paper clips, not exactly, but like they sort of like.
Anything I could straighten into a.
With the right finesse, I would have you make a crafting check with disadvantage.
Fuck it, sure.
I believe this would be survival or machinery.
Could this be sleight of hand? Since
No.
Okay. Survival or machinery? Machinery is going to be a +2 for me, so I will do that one. 10?
No. You're unable. You twist it and then you mangle it, but it's not in any workable shape. The guards are now outside of Sid's office, talking to him through the doorway.
Right.
In the hallway.
Can I hear what they're saying?
He's spouting off some bullshit to them about people trying to break into his office and feed him lies.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I'll just stay here till they leave.
They're not.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll do another parse around the office, look for any key or anything. I doubt there's anything here, though.
No. The colonel kept all of his keys on this person. The colonel is like incompetent, but he's not dumb, right? He knows how to keep things.
He's morally incompetent.
Yeah.
Is there out in the bigger city, does Nigel work here?
No, Nigel works in Rainbow Basin. After you
Nigel
take further time, about 10 more minutes, the guards eventually leave.
Alright. There's a window in here, right?
Yes.
Grappling hook?
Where does the window lead out? Is it just a straight
Just
fall?
outside.
No, is it like what level of the building am I on?
First.
First, okay.
Just hop out.
I was thinking about getting the expert's tools in here. 'Cause I want to go through the desk at this point.
Oh, that's fair.
What are you three doing? It's been
I'm-
about 10 minutes and
So, Nigel doesn't work here. I'm trying to think of where that other battery would be. Because I don't know that Nigel would have it on his person since he didn't really have a workshop in Rainbow Basin.
he did. He shared a workshop with Reggie. Remember, he had to
Reggie-
move all his tools out.
Reggie, did you ever see another one of the battery shocking mechanisms there?
Did I?
I would have you roll history to see if you did.
Because I have the one that we got from the Gremline village.
19.
He was attempting to make one, but he never finished the prototype. He was still waiting for materials to be submitted in order to finish it.
He never finished one.
I thought they had found one.
No, they had found blueprints for one, asked you guys for help, and then you guys both told him to fuck off.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
True. I'm like one of the gangsta SpongeBob characters. No.
No.
Oliver has not emerged from the headquarters yet.
I'm gonna wander around to the other side of the
When do
building.
we get concerned about Oliver?
What did you say, Ray?
I said, when do we get concerned about
It's been 10
Oliver?
minutes.
No, I'm saying this out loud.
I don't know. Probably now. Well, we saw the guards leave.
They didn't leave the building.
Oh.
You're outside. They just left the hallway.
Let's wander around. I think I saw him going into the colonel's office.
Just peek my head in the building. Oh no!
Go to the
somebody's stealing from a
Colonel's
store
window
across
side of the
street.
building.
Colonel's window faces the street where there are people.
Oh.
Or people.
Okay, I'm gonna go look
Right in.
into the colonel's window.
There's Oliver in there. Through sort of through the frosted glass, you can make out his silhouette, messing with something on a desk. He seems
Is
frustrated.
it ground level?
Does this
Yeah,
door
it's ground level.
Does this window open?
It does,
Yeah, it does.
but it's locked from the inside, so...
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought, you know, like a window would be locked from the inside, so I'd have to unlock it and open it.
I mean, it's like latched, but it's
I
not
see.
locked.
I see.
You just tap on the
How
glass.
stealthily can we open the window into this building?
You can try and force it open from outside.
You can just
but
tap on it and let
Yeah,
me...
tap on the
I
glass
tap
and
on the
then-
glass.
Someone is tapping on the window.
I'll look, and I'll...
It's Ward. He's like at eye level with the sill.
Alright, I'm going to, how busy is the street? It's the middle
It's
of
the
the day.
middle of the day. It's
Yeah.
fairly busy.
Okay, so that means that there's less people to notice. I'll just open it and say, do you guys, is Ward there?
Yeah.
Is Reggie there?
Reggie.
Yes.
Pass me your expert tools.
Fine.
Are you trying to be subtle about it?
Well, I'm not
No,
like chucking
no,
it in. What do you
be-
think I'm doing?
Be confident. It's a quick handoff. It's not.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's
I
not,
just hand it off. I'm
You
not
just
like.
hand them casually.
it's not anything. To be,
I think it's more suspicious if I try to
Yeah.
do it like overly
I'm just
sneaky.
asking
I'm
how
just
you do it.
handing it to him.
I'm just asking how you do it. So you're just doing it like a casual handoff, like there's nothing to be ashamed of?
Yes.
Okay. I would have you make a performance check.
9.
9.
yeah.
You cast a few glances around, which gives you the slight appearance of being suspicious. But you get the lockpicks.
All right. I will now try and lockpick the drawers.
Sleight of hand advantage.
Thank you. 18.
18. It is mostly files.
I'll look. I'll parse through them. Anything useful in here? Anything on reports?
There's a lot of the planned transaction between Innovation Electric and the Lantern Corps between selling off the expedition. It's all business documents, nothing personal in there.
Okay.
Dad's selling us off.
Sold to One Direction.
No.
It is,
It's the wrong
at the very
direction.
least, physical proof of what you've been told it would have been.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is there anything in here that's been signed by the colonel or that has a signature on it?
Just about everything. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to take all of it.
What do you mean all of it?
Like, how many documents?
He's got a desk with 4 drawers in it that are filled to the brim with papers.
Okay, I'm going to take a copy of the transaction of of the contract for transfer to the Lantern Corps,
Okay.
and at least 2 or 3 other things with his signature on it.
Okay. Put him in a file as well, just for safekeeping.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We're gonna do some forgery.
You're gonna forge
This is
his
crazy.
signature.
Because our good old friend Sid is gonna get a letter today with the colonel's verified signature to close the ports.
This seems crazy convenient.
This is fucking crazy.
I don't know. I don't know, because that's gonna look real bad when he finds out the Colonel's dead in 2 days.
Colonel sent this out before he died. Got lost in the mail.
Information like that.
Timestamp it to 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this one, but at the moment,
What else do we have to do? We can't.
I don't know.
Our only other option is for me to put a fucking bomb in here.
You have plenty of options. You're just hyper focusing on this one.
Every avenue I've tried in here is...
Because you came in without a plan, that's why.
We could always just go to the port and be like, hey guys, here's orders from the Colonel with the forged paperwork. Close down the port, don't open it.
we're gonna get ourselves more than detained.
Doing that?
Yeah.
Hand delivering it.
Hand delivering.
We can give it to a gremlin.
Forged documentation.
Yeah, we can give it to a gremlin.
I feel like that immediately falls to us since we've made Sid instantly super suspicious of us. We fucked that up. I will take a lot of the credit for why that fucked up. I was not aware that was the train of thought, and I apologize.
I mean, to be fair, it was a very spur of the moment thing I went for. I just saw the opportunity. I'm like, it was too perfect for me to not go for it. He doesn't know who we are. He recognized my name, recognized its importance, but doesn't actually know what reports I send to him. So I figured I could just tell him, and he would go along with it, and then not for him to suddenly be a fact checker halfway through the conversation.
Yeah, I fucked up on that one.
Well, you were saying things that need to be verified because you were giving him contradictory information.
Yeah. I'm just gonna...
I would like to pray to God game, and ask what suggestion he has for other avenues we could take.
Yeah, I'm out here. I open the window, hop out, I don't care. I'm out.
Okay. Well...
Because I, as a player, am at a loss after that fuck up.
There is a whole city. There are things you could explore. There are things that you could do otherwise. Like, Olaf had suggested at some point to just straight up infecting these people to, like, lend you credibility or, like, force them to do it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you're willing to hoof around, I'll throw you hooks, obviously. I've thrown you a few that you disregarded, which is your will and your want. But just because this plan reaches a dead end doesn't mean you have to immediately jump the shark to crazy shit.
So we bombed the port.
So, domestic terrorism is what I'm hearing.
You know, if you guys want to come up with a plan, I'm, interested.
I think...
I'm not opposed to the infection plan.
I am.
Yeah, that's just like dooming a bunch of people. Because then if we can't... If we end up not finding the cure,
That's
we're like,
fair.
well, we gave all you guys the flu to make you not leave the island, and now we don't have a cure for the flu. So now we're all
Infesting
gonna die.
people was like the one thing Oliver said that we cannot do.
Okay.
I still think using the documents he stole to forge some paperwork saying something is probably...
Saying something to Sid would be insane. Going straight to the port, I think it would be better to copy Sid's signature, because it would be strange coming straight from the
I'll sift through the
then.
contract. I'm assuming I met back up with them, so I just talked about
Yeah.
the window, yeah.
Some detail that jumps out at you that you already knew but is now becoming like clear. He was selling off the entire expedition, not just Rainbow Basin.
Yeah.
That means every soul on this island,
Yeah.
owned by the company,
Was
including
this-
literal souls being sold off.
Was this going through, or was this, like, in conversation?
It is planned out. He was
so it
waiting.
is happening.
Yeah, he was waiting to see whether or not it would be necessary. It's already been arranged. His signature's even on it. He just has to send out the contract.
I was going to look for Sid's name anywhere in here, if he had any say or signature. Or...
Yeah, the site leaders vote on certain issues or certain things, and some of the site leaders, including Olaf, approved portions of the plan.
Okay. But we have Sid's signature in here.
Yeah.
So that's something we could forge to close the ports. But
Okay.
You're acting like this plan is ridiculous, but we don't have any other. No one else is spitting out ideas here.
I just think it's funny because you're hyperfixating on it.
Do we go back to look for Xavier and Adam, see if they may have some suggestions?
They wouldn't have been in the city.
No, but they weren't too far out. Based on the trap that we saw. We can go to the observatory if we want to shortcut there. We could go to some of the other camps and try and have a better conversation and win them to our side.
Well, the idea here is we need to be in the wilderness by sunset. We can't go back to a civilization until then because we'll be detained in the instant. So if we're going to do something in civilization, today's our last chance. Because there are orders to detain us come tonight. That'll be sent out to everyone probably the next morning when we're missing.
I feel like that really screwed over our conversation with Sid either way. Now thinking about it, he might disregard, or might have disregarded us, even if he did believe us initially on getting the report for our...
Well, the plan...
detainment. There's still Volk that is the second party potentially coming to Firstrock.
Look, he corroborates our lies.
While we're kind of just like hanging out here, I'm going to try and listen as much as possible for like gossip of people walking by.
Go ahead and roll perception.
22.
Word on the street is very excitable today. It seems that news of the Colonel's death is broken in Firstrock already, but it has not yet made it through official channels. So it's Olaf's prediction that you would need to be detained by the end of the day certainly seems like it's going to be correct. People are talking about a section of the town where monsters are being captured and that a particularly nasty Nargacuga has been brought in. People are talking about whispers of a general strike because some of the prisoners of war from Arnalia are being resistant to some of the working conditions as well. Some people are talking about the Gremlins, just in general. They seem to be a new addition.
I want to go check out the Nargacuga.
Sure.
Personally. I'll relay all of those topics to you guys. I want the father to see the Nargacuga.
Yeah.
I want to see if it'll talk to you, okay?
You know what? That's fair. Let's go see this Nargacuga. I'm gonna hate this.
You too.
I feel like interacting with a thing that goes feral upon sight of us is not the best idea.
It doesn't always go feral. Sometimes it says creepy things to you.
And sometimes it crucifies people.
Yeah, it does do that.
I feel like it's just a bad idea, and it's either gonna break out or get people killed or something's gonna happen. But it's our best idea we've got, I guess. It's at least something we know.
Well, there's word of the strike. We could look into that further. We could try to egg on the strike.
Egg on the strike, yeah, because if no one's working, then no boats will be leaving. Unless they're like, peace. But I don't think they would do that.
We can spread more propaganda about the Colonel dying. Say he died like a bitch or some shit.
That would help with the forgery. Maybe. You know?
If we're gonna spread propaganda, you just spread propaganda that everyone's gonna be sold off. That's the easiest and most verifiable thing to spread propaganda about.
Is there a print shop here?
Yeah, of course.
We could mass produce prints of the Colonel, the letter saying he was going to sell everyone. That may backfire though, and make everyone try to leave.
Everyone's going to want to panic and leave. It's the opposite effect of what we want.
Would the site leaders let them leave?
It's still the opposite effect, because
people are going to be trying to leave. Whether they're able to or not, they'd be trying to leave instead of...
And Sid was just talking about how he would immediately fall into the voices of the people. He's like, oh, guys, think about the people. They'll be sad. And I know it's for his own profit. Like, he was still kind of talking out of his ass. He strikes me as someone who will fold to peer pressure, though, from
masses.
That is making a large assumption about him, but I feel like it's not one that we should risk.
It's a fallback plan, though. We could maybe not going with the forgery or leaning on the forgery idea, using the print shop as saying like the Colonel has explained that the...
Well, here's the thing. If the Colonel's death is already out there, forgery is just off the table.
Okay.
Generally. Because we can't forge Sid, because Sid will just get word that, hey, you know that thing that order you gave to shut the ports? No, I didn't. Okay, we'll reopen the ports.
Yeah.
There's no person we can forge.
I'm not saying we would demand or forge something saying to close the port, but explain that the disease has been spreading. But that might also just cause more panic and people trying to leave.
Yeah, we need to convince the leadership, not the people, which is...
I mean, we can try and support the strike.
Who's striking again?
Mostly the indentured servants.
The slaves.
Sure.
The people with jobs.
Yeah, that's me.
And yeah, you have to have a job to strike.
What's the... There's some movie, and there's a line of just like, but what about the slaves? And he was like, oh, no, I hate that word. I prefer to think of them as unpaid employees or something like that.
Oh, that sounds really familiar.
Sounds like something the Colonel would say.
Correct.
It's like, I prefer to call them people with jobs or something like that. I don't know. It'll come to me later. So those are a couple of avenues. How are people responding to the news/rumors of the Colonel's death? Is there like panic?
No one knows if it's true because nothing's been said through official channels.
What is the general story? Is it just, oh, he died? Or people... What's the
There's
cause?
a lot of rumors. He got killed by monsters, sabotage, mutiny, he killed himself, the Gremlins took him out into the forest and slit his throat, you know.
That one's true.
I like the Gremlin one. He found a Gremlin
Well,
wife and never came back.
Who are saying that one. So.
Well, we gotta have a scapegoat!
Shit.
Is there more, like... No, that question doesn't make sense. I think in the immediate moment, we go check out the Nargacuga and we think.
Yeah, I'm fond of that.
Register.
Thoughts from Father Reggie?
I am down to go visit the Nargacuga.
You are?
I don't want to visit the
What?
Well,
I don't want to visit the Nargacuga.
you want to go see the Nargacuga specifically to see if it'll talk to me.
Yes.
So I have to go if you're going.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to want to.
It's not you have
don't
to.
have to go.
It's me saying, hey, we
I
should go
want you
talk
to.
to the Nargacuga. I want to see if it will talk to you.
And your reaction could totally be, fuck no, I'm scared of that boy.
It's not that I'm afraid of it, it's just that it makes me uncomfortable.
It's just that it makes me scared.
It's just something that's unknown is scary, guys.
Religious
I know
sense.
it. I know it very personally. Actually, it literally spoke to me. It's unnatural.
It's unnatural. Strange.
It's turning the friggin'
Frog's
frogs gay.
I was just about to say that.
Do you understand that?
We could.
We need to talk to Bullseye and convince him to lead a revolution of
He needs
the
to confess to killing the
The
colonel.
seed has been planted.
Yeah,
The
I already
Gremlin
planted that seed.
and get the Gremlin to join up with the prisoners.
Hey, Gremlins, burn the boats.
Start a
Prisoners
riot.
with jobs. That's what he calls it.
Wow.
Not slaves, they're prisoners with jobs. It's from Thor 3. It is the Grandmaster guy
Oh,
who's like, I hate the word slaves, they're
Yeah.
prisoners with jobs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Let's go see the Nargacuga then.
Always.
Everyone all together?
I will follow because I'm the only one that the Nargacuga has spoke to. So if it's gonna speak to anybody, it's gonna be me. As much as I hate this, I'll follow.
It's very close to the port.
Oh hey, how convenient.
Monsters in cages, many of them in the area, preparing to be shipped off to the mainland, it looks like.
Oh, wait.
Hey, yo.
I
Sounds like
would like to perceive as much as possible how many of them are infected.
How many? That would be an investigation thing. You would have to get pretty close to each one
Are they
to
like,
examine them.
is it like zoo cages where like people are able to like walk up and look at them freely?
Like a large iron bar cages, yeah. But the signs of infestation are like immediately apparent, especially when you're like restrained, right?
Would
I
I
thought
be
they had, like-
able to tell?
Through close examination of each one, yeah.
No, I don't
No.
know. Well, I was just because I feel like whenever we're near an animal that's infected, Father has like
Oh, you figured it out. Okay.
uh,
Yeah. So you want to
apparitions
willingly
or
throw
visions.
yourself into the hive mind?
Father.
Oh, you figured it out. God damn.
Father becomes the leader of the monster hive mind and leads a revolt.
Sure, we'll call it leadership.
Well, hold on a second. If you believe this is true, why didn't you act suspiciously earlier?
What do you mean? Oh,
When Reggie was
yeah.
sick, if
Oh.
you knew that you only went crazy when monsters were around, did you not?
Oh, I don't know. I assumed
He just
something
now
was
put two.
nearby, but you were like, well, we're on the path. We're moving forward.
I'm the monster.
All right.
In Gabe's
I'm gonna
defense,
go.
we said that we were not straying at all.
I'm gonna walk up to the cages and see if I react to any of these monsters. I'm gonna ask you guys to follow me very closely, and if it seems like I'm about to lose my shit,
Use the smelling salts.
use the smelling salts, pull me away, literally do anything to get me away from these things.
Okay.
Father, you're
Hand me the smelling salts now.
Okay.
Hand me the smelling salts, okay?
The first monster that you approach seems to be a Baroth who was trying to chew away the bars of his cage.
Those are made out of metal, bud.
It's not gonna stop him.
You tell him and he goes, oh shit.
Oh shit, you right? Damn.
In perfect
You
English.
playing?
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm saving you from wasting so much time.
So, Father, are you just trying to determine whether these monsters are infested, or is there another motive that you have here?
Mainly just seeing if they're infested. Because
Okay.
then if we can prove that these monsters... If the monsters here are infested, the people around the monsters are more than likely also.
Well, you know for sure that one of those monsters is infested because the Nargacuga is in a cage in the center of the sort of collective here. It is
It's got the dragon
snarling
piercer
loudly
scar.
and trying to like lash out at people who approach.
Oh yeah, then it's 100% if we can prove that the monsters are infected.
I mean, you know that one.
If we can tell
fought it.
people.
Yeah.
Because the people here don't know that it's infected, I would assume.
Can I
No.
start spreading rumors?
I mean, what's your plan?
Just like telling, like walking up, we're at the zoo right now, just to other people that, like, approached me, just like, I've heard that these monsters are infested. Do you guys know if, like, it's a good idea to ship them to the mainland?
Are you doing this by yourself, or is the group doing it?
I'm going to. One of you guys stay with Father. I'm going to kind of...
I'll stay with them.
Yeah, I'll pass you the smelling salt.
Father, are you still, like, willingly approaching these things, trying to determine if they're infested?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Is this not what you wanted us to do, Gabe?
At a certain point, we just gotta make things happen. It's whatever. We'll deal with it.
Nothing is without risk. I just, I thought there would be a plan, but that's okay.
This party has not made a single plan this entire campaign.
We've made several good plans, but those plans are kind of, I don't know, easy to come up with, and this one
We're struggling.
yeah.
Who wants to spread rumors and who wants to fact check monsters?
I want to spread rumors.
Monster.
Monster.
I'm not a charisma person.
All right, here. Oh fuck! I can't leave these two together. The monsters.
No,
Alright.
stay with them. Let me do it. I got it.
No,
My negative.
No, you
crowd.
spread rumors. You just go ahead and spread rumors. I'll stay with you with this one. So
My negative charisma will spread rumors.
I mean, you can try, but there's a whole crowd of people here. I don't know how effective one person will be.
It's gonna be more of like me asking like the person I'm standing next to, and then like moving on to another
That's
person.
a lot of ground to cover.
Oh damn it!
You look like a solicitor.
Yeah, you really will.
you
Well,
just
Reggie,
there
be able
are
to
boxes here. It's a port. Just stand on one and just start being a public speaker. Say these monsters are just be the crazy
that
guy on the
crazy
street.
lady.
Be the crazy guy on the street. So
I don't have the charisma to be the crazy guy on the
no,
street.
the lack of charisma means you do.
No, but I need them
think
to
Sid is
believe
pretty-
me. I need them to believe me.
I'm semi-charismatic. I have good, I have deep.
Okay, maybe we're trying to do two things at once. Let's do the monsters
Yes!
first.
Let's actually focus on a plan and work
Monster
together on
first.
it.
Oh.
Monsters first.
It's almost like collaborating.
Has never worked.
It's almost like collaborating will prevent you from contradicting each other.
No collaborations though.
Alright,
Okay,
monsters
monster.
first.
Let me.
You're fact checking monsters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Do you want to roll insight? You want me to provoke saves from you?
I would like to roll in. Can
What
I?
I'm asking is, do you want to attempt to resist when it happens, or are you actively looking for it?
I want to resist when it happens.
Okay.
Because you know when you're resisting then.
Huh?
You know when you're resisting it though. And that's the cue that he needs.
I'm confused what the intention here is. Is it to find out if the monster's infested? Because we know that.
He's trying to determine if all of them are, I think.
All of them are?
But wouldn't that therefore
how
need him
many-
to
how many
purposely
of them
dive
are?
in so they would speak to him rather than just know that he resisted?
Oh. Actually, no, you should just embrace
dive
it. Just
head
talk
off.
to him.
Okay, I guess I'm getting talked to today.
We'll give you 5 minutes, and then we'll try to snap you out of it.
5 minutes is a long time.
2 minutes.
2 minutes is a long time.
I need to roll some dice.
A time frame acceptable by Robert's
I have a question
standards.
for you. Would you have already forged the documents and
No.
then save them for later? Just in case? Or would you have...
That plan did not have any real support, or I guess not.
I feel like Oliver is at this point careful and paranoid enough that he would have done something like that, just in case.
Sure.
It's a fallback just in case shit does hit the fan. We have something that we can rely on.
Do you want to roll sleight of hand to see how well you forged the signature?
Okay. 18.
Pretty well, I would say,
All right.
just in case.
He's practically Sid. Alright, he's
Sid
practically
writes like a
Sid.
toddler, so it's, it's not exactly...
It's like a doctor's
It's
signature.
more difficult to replicate because it's so accomplished. It's like how it's
You have to, like,
easier,
hold your
it's easier to
pencil
read
differently.
it's easier to read a mediocre player in a game than it is to read a bad player.
This is true.
Okay. I have a question. Reggie, are you following the group into the lion's den, so to say, or are you staying well away?
The Nargacuga den.
One
Because
of us.
if
One of us.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Actually, I just realized what's the chain of events that's gonna
if the
occur.
monsters are truly infested, and if Father's theory about the hive mind is true, then
We're both about to have a really bad time.
Oh, Here.
So maybe we shouldn't both do it?
Here's what's gonna happen. This man is gonna have a crazy allergic reaction out on the street. People are gonna go, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" And then the infestation is present.
And then he's gonna spit in everyone's
No.
mouth.
He's going, "Nobody kiss
Just someone having him having an episode is gonna spurn fear of an infestation. That's all we need.
So Reggie, the question still stands: are you entering the
I'm a
lines then, or are you gonna?
Yes, we need 2 people.
Both of us?
We can't have it be a single isolated incident. We need it to be a movement. We need to be a trend.
Let it catch on. It's viral.
It maybe not both at once. maybe not both at once, but
It's a viral trend.
But two times in one day, that'll get people scared.
Okay, I'll stay outside then. Stagger it.
You come in a few.
No, sorry.
Come inside a few minutes later.
Come inside.
Grow up. I didn't drop it in dirt. Grow up.
That was funny.
I can follow it up and make it worse if you want, guys.
Wait, have you had these reactions too?
No,
You don't have to have-
following what Gabe just said.
You don't have to have reactions to pretend to be invested.
Yeah. No, I thought it was I'm like, this is because this would have been a revelation to Oliver.
No, I was making the inappropriate
Yes,
joke. I could make it so much worse off of what Gabe said, but it's fine.
Let's alright, I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk into the area of the animals, the animales. This is for the good of the people on the island to not track it to the mainland.
Oh no, it's not for the good. It's for the good of the mainland.
Reggie, are you following him in or no?
No.
No? Okay. Father, roll a wisdom save for me.
Choose to fail.
17.
Choose to
Enough.
fail.
You were surrounded on all sides by monsters that have been infested at one point or by each other as they gnaw and claw and thrash at the cages and each other, stacked as close as they are. You don't even feel it. It subsumes you. You drown in it. A second passes, and Father is already thrashing about like a wild animal, clawing at people and trying to attack them.
Who has the smelling salts? Is it me?
Yeah. Do we let him go for it or?
How big is the crowd's reaction right now? Is it like a crazy person on the street? People are panicking now.
People regard him as sort of a crazy person because he's not yet injured anybody. He's well on his way if you don't stop him.
I'm going to let him injure someone, but not kill someone.
Father pulls out his massive longsword.
Well, if you're an animal, you're
You're an animal.
pulling
You're
a
not.
weapon.
You're gonna bite someone. That's what.
I will
happen.
tackle him.
You will tackle him? Are you sure?
No, I don't want to get.
I don't want the cooties.
Father is just snapping at people.
Cole, what does this look like?
Yeah, we need good roleplay here.
I mean, you just see this very.
No. I don't want you describing. I want you acting.
Punch Robert.
Roll on the floor, start growling, bite game.
Give me an action, not a description.
He also wouldn't be like punching. He would straight up be like clawing at people and trying to like tackle people to the ground.
Yeah, and no one is stepping in to stop him.
He's like a pit bull that got let loose in a dog.
In a daycare.
Once he like started jumping at
Oh,
people, I'm going to run in heroically with my smelling salts and just I'm knocking you out. I'm sorry.
Are you going to let him injure somebody?
I assume he's push people around, right?
No, he's trying to bite them.
Oh, he's trying to bite them?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to claw and bite
Has
and
he-
tackle and...
Hunger and bloodlust has subsumed his consciousness. There's nothing left of Father.
Can I ask, what would I have had to have rolled to pass?
21.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I wasn't going to be able to pass that.
But it is making like very clear biting attempts or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's acting like a wild animal.
Okay, yeah.
Upon which there are thousands, like
smelling
tens
salts.
of.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta pin him down first.
Yeah. Well, I'm pushing him down, smelling salting
before he injures anybody.
Yeah, I'm flinging smelling salts actually. That's what I'm gonna do. Fling.
Flinging them. Okay.
Or like the with the chain hook. I'm gonna.
So for person-on-person combat, I do require you to roll to hit.
Alright.
While this is going on, I want to scan how the monsters are reacting. Are they like...
They're doing the same thing that Father's doing. They're trying to bite and thrash.
Are they like acknowledging Father as this is going on?
No, they're just thrashing.
So they don't change.
Yeah.
15?
15. What's your AC, Father?
17.
It's a miss.
You pelt a random guy in the face with
with
monster level
fly
smelling
wide.
salts.
Father, you have cornered one of the sort of harbormen, one of the portsmen. He's quite swarthy, but he's never seen someone act like this before. You had him cornered between two cages, a Baroth and a Rathian snapping at him on both sides.
That's terrifying.
He has nowhere left to go. None of you are close enough, because you stayed away. You're far enough that you're flinging it at him, and I'm assuming that you're with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Father is closing in on this individual, and Father, as you're doing so, there's like 1,000 voices in your consciousness yelling, fighting, thrashing, killing each other, biting each other's necks out, and then one thing, blood, meat, eat, consume. There's a man in front of you. What do you do?
Lizard brain.
Alright, I would like to attack Father. I'm going to aim for his leg and fire a whistling arrow to draw his attention. Or is it too crowded?
I'm thinking.
I was gonna try to fight against it enough to say the lines that the Nargacuga said to me.
Do you want to try?
Can I? What are the words again?
When sun and moon meet in hand, night shall fall across the land.
Yeah. Can I try to say that? This man is actively terrified, and then I say some cryptic ass shit.
Make a charisma save this time.
Would I be able to put? Would I be able to? Since I'm still.
You just said.
Oh man, that's
I don't know if it was
that's a 12.
Let the others do something first, and then 12. Father, you attempt to claw your way through the voices, and as you climb higher through your consciousness, they materialize. They are stars screaming at you at night sky, slathered in blood and shit. But you get pulled back under.
My visions are being corrupted by this illness.
It's the strangest thing. As you're climbing upward through this mass of broiling chaos, you see that figure in your visions extending a hand towards you, and the other hand is a scythe made of starlight in darkness. And as that hand extends towards you, you slip back under the masses. Did you two want to do anything?
Well, do I know what's going on? How close am I?
You were probably... Okay, so you are not close, because you said that you were not entering the lion's den. But you know exactly what's happening. He's sick. He's having an episode like you do whenever there are monsters nearby.
Yeah.
So someone needs to snap him out of it or try to stop him. And I assume you are with the other two.
Yeah. I would have wanted to be, separate from them, but still in the crowd.
Yeah. So what are you doing? And, do you want to run in, Reggie? Do you want to say something?
Can they hear me? Would I, be able to yell at them?
Who's them? Yeah. They would recognize your voice. They're within earshot.
Before you ask your next question, is the crowd oh shit, there's a guy who's freaking out and everyone's just kind of calmly trying to back away, or is this all spread panic?
No violence has occurred yet, so they are just the way that you would treat a homeless man who's shouting and having an episode on the street. You're keeping clear, but you're watching carefully.
Okay.
For all I know, this is a poor veteran who's having some trauma episode.
Does he have his I fought in Nam cap on?
I'm gonna start walking towards him and just shouting, "Father, calm down." Approaching him, but drawing attention to him.
So
distract him with a lure.
Are you trying to attract the attention of the crowd, or are you trying to soothe him?
I'm trying to attract his attention.
You're trying to attract his attention?
Yes.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Fuck.
Reggie?
Woo, that's pretty good.
I say distract him with a lure.
19 minus 1.
19 minus 1.
Because he's got that hunger and he's not going to stop until he finds something to fill it.
You said
remember
that,
when he was scooping up the mud? Well, I'm saying it to you guys while I'm yelling it.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll shout, Father, it's okay, come over here. Calm down.
He goes,
Reggie?
But
Do you want to do something?
well, I just yelled and nobody listened to me.
I can't do anything. I was
are you also yelling?
forbidden from acting.
What do you mean?
What?
Just repeat yourself.
I said to make a lure. He's just trying to fill his hunger.
So are you telling people to do something, or are you doing something yourself?
No.
She's
Just
She
shouting.
doesn't want to come
Shout
into the
that.
room.
Okay, well, because I'm trying to approach this from like a turn-by-turn basis, because Robert clearly has something he wants to do, but like I wanted everybody to act first.
No, I'm yelling at him.
You're just like passing.
Yeah.
Okay. Ward, your voice, on some desperate level of familiarity, seems to have attracted his attention for a split second. He's already upon the man, pinning him down forcefully with the strength you didn't think the father possessed. Someone has probably a single second to do something, or else this man's going to get
You
bit.
just run up behind me. With a fucking chair.
I can shoot him to get his attention.
The smelling salts that are going wide with my jam, I gotta pull. I'm trying to just smack him in the face with them. It's a monster's dosage, but
Yeah.
Fucking
If you want to go for that.
ODs on smelling salts.
yeah. I don't care about giving him a proper dosage. I'm just going to
Smack me in the face. with a
smash
full
his face
pouch
in with it.
I would have you roll an attack roll again.
Okay. Uh, 25.
That hits.
Fuck, yeah,
All right.
Uber hits.
I need you. Did I say a wisdom save?
You said a wisdom save but the charisma save for him talking. Wisdom save for.
I said a charisma save. There are no charisma
Yeah,
saves.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, it's.
There are no fucking. You're putting the whole monster dose in,
Charisma save.
scratching
was
the item off the
to-
list, as it were.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to recall the gameplay tenets that I had put out.
Father's about to be so fucked up.
Okay.
The adrenaline rush.
Is a medicine check from you with advantage.
The adrenaline rush. Cole, you better get ready to deadlift.
16.
I just
16?
fucking, in a moment of
17
pure
minus
strength,
one.
just chuck the dude through the ceiling.
We're outside. How'd you throw
Oliver,
it through the ceiling?
You've been hunting long enough by now that you know that a missed shot is not a failure. You see the chain stretching out, flying forward, and you do the thing where you like slap your arm in the middle so the chain disperses. The smelling salt on the end of your hook flies wide. Some people duck as it swings past them, and it strikes Father truly and squared in the middle of his face. Your vision becomes flooded with smoke and ammonia and other strong-smelling chemicals. You feel like a hand has just ripped you out of the roiling mass of chaos and then punched you in the face. You are unconscious.
I get a brief second of, oh my
His
god.
mouth is foaming.
The voices, they're gone.
You didn't quite bite the man, but he's covered in scratch marks from your fingernails. Blood and flesh are
That
like
is
clumped beneath
unfortunate.
your fingernails. Yes. And as you drift away into a dreamless sort of unconsciousness, you see that figure again, Father. A sort of a figure wreathed in stars, the one of your dreams, reaching down with you, a scythe in the other hand, but behind him an eclipse, fading into darkness as your mind slips under the waters.
And about.
People are, understandably, now, like, the violence has been enacted. Shouting, running, checking the guy, talking to each other. Someone's like, call the city guard! Oh, where's it? No.
I'll
What's
like
going
go
on?
pick up Father and like drag him off of the man.
You have to make an announcement.
Some of the swarthy portsmen...
You have to make an announcement. You're the charismatic one.
Plus
This
0?
man is infected.
It's better than my -1.
You reach down and you scoop up Father, I assume like firemen's carry.
Mm-hmm.
And as you turn around, some of the other portsmen are standing and brandishing sort of tools of their trade at you, blocking your exit.
I'm
and
sorry.
saying, what's going on here? Speak up!
This man is very sick.
Clearly! Who is he to you?
It's part of my hunting party.
Hunters! Of course hunters! Always hunters! One of them spits on the ground. What do you say?
What dog?
The...
what documents did I exactly forge? Was it the orders to close the port, or was it the orders, or was it the reports of an infestation?
I suppose if we're treating this in flashback, what would you bring?
Well, when did you write this? It was between the colonel's office and now.
Yeah.
So
probably just after you were messing with the window and trying to get out.
Yeah. I guess it would be the most plausible idea I had at the time was to send reports of infestation from the camps to Sid. So, for that.
Okay.
So responding to their question, I guess, or their disdain at hunters, I'll shout back that like the plague must have gotten to him. Do you guys have a med bay nearby?
One of them goes, "The plague? What are you talking about?"
Have you guys not heard the reports?
They look at each other curiously and then at you.
I'll pull the forged reports. We're here. These reports have been submitted from the other settlements. There's a infestation going around. Monsters, people, everyone.
One of them in the crowd, a woman goes, "People?"
I kind of just like lift up Father, obviously.
At this moment, Reggie, someone puts a hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Two cloaked figures are standing next to you, one taller, one shorter. One of them goes,
Reggie, what's going on?
Who is it?
Xavier and Adam.
Oh.
It's the boy.
Where's the Nargacuga? What's going on?
Well, the Nargacuga's that way.
Of course.
And Father just attacked a man.
What? You're standing here?
I can't go over there or else I'll be like Father.
I see.
It's the
infestation!
The infestation.
And at
It's Oliver.
Oliver's voice carries over the crowd. An infestation affecting monsters and people. And a woman, people?
Yes.
What they said.
One of the portsmen goes,
Well, I've not heard anything about this.
These reports speak for themselves. Contracted through liquid touch, through drinking of water, liquids from other people, blood.
As this man is scratched to shit.
Yes.
Another voice in the crowd goes, this is a hunter this time. She says,
The infestation? That's what I heard took the colonel.
There are rumors about that. I cannot confirm or deny.
The colonel!
it's getting out of hand.
Let it.
People are causing an ruckus.
Rainbow Basin is working on a cure, is what I've heard.
Rainbow Basin? That's where the colonel went,
Says another person.
The plague must have got him. Ward does one of these. The plague must have got him too.
What is the colonel doing about this? Monsters in our midst. They brought them here. The sick. Well, look at that one. It's sick.
The crowd is completely beyond your control now.
Yeah, perfect.
Maybe they were talking about the monsters.
Look at it. That Nargacuga's foaming at the mouth.
There you go.
It is.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, and we're out of here.
Well,
Not
we'll
so
see.
fast.
You two might be.
Yeah, well, I'm dipping now. Now that the crowd is like beyond control.
Make an acrobatics check to escape the crowd physically.
17.
Okay, very good. Have you seen you use your grapple up too, necessary?
How do the guards in front of me, or the...
They're talking to each other,
Shipwrights.
but they have not stopped blocking you.
That's fine. I will just like kind of
Indeed, the
yeah. Where's the med bay?
Not so fast, little man. We've got more questions for you.
Okay, then ask.
Speak up, Rainbow Basin, the colonel. What's going on?
I don't know. This is the first I've heard of it.
Really? You seem to know this man.
I know this one. Yes, I've heard of the infestation.
Roll deception.
I don't.
Come
I'll
on.
take these gold. These?
Womp womp.
No, that's got a 1 in front of it.
Oh.
Deception,
Sorry,
deception. That's another 19 minus 1.
The other sailor goes, of course he don't know anything. He's just like us. He's in the blind, the thick of it. Let him go, that man's sick.
I'm just trying to do my job.
He's just like us. Let him through. He don't know nothing. We're all dumb and deaf, all of us. It's them. And he points up in the sky. They ain't got us by the balls.
I'll shout back. So do something about it while I'm running away.
Take this man in the med bay. One of the sailors goes. Another one says, get this man in the med bay. Get him now.
Alright, which one?
The opposite direction that Oliver went.
That's fine. I don't know which direction Oliver went.
Okay. You and Father are escorted away by a group of swarthy sailors who are shouldering through the crowd. This man's sick! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Do I see Reggie with Xavier and Adam?
Yeah.
As I get away?
I mean, they're cloaked, but, it's like Mario and Luigi. You know? It's clearly Xavier and Adam.
Oh my god.
Xavier, Adam, what are you guys doing in the city?
Xavier
Use your words.
is lost at words. Adam steps in. Some of the Firstrock hunters took the Nargacuga from us, our quarry. We set a trap, but they beat us to it. We tried to follow them here. Then Xavier steps forward. Where's Father?
Going to the med bay.
Is that really a good idea?
I don't have control of them.
We'll have to vent in.
I didn't have any other.
What do you mean? Where are they going? You're not with them?
Ward is carrying them off, and there's a crowd of people I can't get through.
So should we follow them?
I'm here asking to regroup with Reggie and ask him questions.
In my defense, I had no other options than to play the medbay card. What are they going to be, or say, like, yeah, let him just leave and go back to town.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the medbay. This man's sick.
This man's sick.
This man's sick.
This man's sick.
Get him some medical attention.
They're going to break out into song about how there's a man sick. And it's going to be a numbered musical act out of a Disney movie.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't just let him go.
It's on you guys. I got a moment.
Alright. Are we going to... we need to prevent them from getting to the med bay, otherwise they're never going to be able to leave.
We could have a second episode.
I don't have smelling salts. I can't pull you out.
What is this
And I'm a lot tougher.
You mean... Adam goes, you guys did all this on purpose?
Not all of it on purpose.
Xavier grabs... Who's closest to Xavier?
Probably Reggie.
He grabs with the shoulders. What are you doing?
We have a lot to catch
What
up
happened to keeping this under wraps?
It's grown
The ports
real
need to be
bad.
closed. People...
The colonel died by the plague.
The colonel's dead?
Yes.
I'm not here!
Yes. The colonel's dead.
The colonel's dead?
Everything falls apart if people try and
What do you
leave.
mean the colonel's... How did the colonel die?
Infestation.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, I gotta...
You were with them, weren't you?
Look, I didn't want... Can we talk about this in a more private place, please?
I feel like this is very important.
Tell him the
Not
part,
important for everyone to know right now.
Tell him the part where he was eaten by the alligator.
I cannot lie to Xavier, I feel.
That's...
Yeah, he got
Adam
eaten.
looks at
He
you
was
with like
eaten.
kind of a look of like understanding, and he goes, Xavier, just let it go, come on.
Yeah.
Whatever. What's the next move? Where are we going?
Okay, Reggie, we need to prevent them from getting to the med bay. Any ideas other than the second episode? Or
Lock the door.
Blow up the med bay.
Terrorism.
Xavier says, do you need a distraction?
Yes. We need to get those two out.
Do you know which of these monsters are infested and which aren't?
All of them.
Let one of them out.
Xavier is licking his lips. He's whatever he was stuck on, his cogs are turning again. He goes, Adam, I need you to pretend to be infested. Adam goes, what? Are you serious? Xavier looks at you two for approval.
Sure. Thank you.
Xavier says, look, it'll just be a visit to the medbay, okay? Adam looks at you and then at Xavier and then at you again. But Xavier grabs him by the arm and runs in.
Yeah.
Adam begins to proceed to like roll around on the ground and like thrash and attempt to like bite Xavier, who's like holding him with the flat. Back, beast, back! Xavier is not a method actor. He's playing this up, but thankfully the adrenaline is so high in the crowd that no one's questioning.
Yeah.
There is a moment where some of the sailors who are holding you and like father sort of hostage, one of them turns around and goes, "What's going on in there?" And so the sailor goes, "Is that another one?"
Get him to the med bay, quick!
They point to one sailor who is kind of scrawny and says, "Escort these two to the med bay. We're needed now." And they are like Flint Lockwood.
I'm gonna shout, "Be careful" to them as they. Flint Lockwood!
Flint Lockwood!
Just the police. I'm just picturing the police officer.
Exactly.
It's enough to make a grown man
This
cry.
scrawny sailor looks at you all and he
But
goes,
not this grown man.
"The med bay is over this way."
I am going to lose him in the crowd.
What is that? What kind of skill is that?
Stealth.
Stealth? Okay, roll stealth.
Father cracks an eye out.
With disadvantage because you're carrying a man.
Okay, well, I rolled at advantage. I'll just re-roll because I have advantage by default. I rolled a nat 20 and a natural 1, so we'll try this again. That's another natural 20 for a 28 in stealth. The ghillie suit works in the city.
You look at this guy and you like pull down the hood of your ghillie suit and you just like
Homer Simpson into the crowd.
Yeah. You and father, unconscious, are running past. Is that Xavier and Adam?
Of course it's Xavier and Adam.
Is Adam pretending to be sick? Xavier is clearly hamming up. He's going, "Back, foul beast! Back, back!" But you see Reggie and Oliver at the edge of the crowd. You two lock eyes with each other.
Is there a... How many, like, carts are there just around?
A lot.
Any of them actively moving?
Some.
Or...
Us into a cart.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal a cart. I'm gonna throw father in the back of a cart and hop in the driver's seat.
Are you being subtle about this?
Are
you trying to be subtle? Carrying around a wet corpse.
No, because everybody that saw him saw that he was, I assume heard that we were going to the med bay.
Okay.
And I am also clearly running from a crowd carrying someone who's unconscious, so tossing them into a cart and just acting like it's mine.
A sort of matronly-looking middle-aged woman is sitting at the front of the cart.
I'm trying to find one that's not.
It was moving.
No, not one that's moving. One that has nobody at it to, like, take it.
Oh. Okay. Then you find an empty cart and you toss him like a wet fish in the bag.
It's an aggressive toss. I gotta sell it.
What are you two doing, Reggie, Oliver?
Well, they're going into a cart, so...
We're getting the fuck out of Dodge.
The commotion is now spilling past the port area. People in the other streets are starting to like run around.
We trying to do crowd control?
Crowd control is... The crowd's too large.
You don't want a crowd control.
Oh, not manage, but I guess crowd, what's the word? Influence.
Are you a bad actor for the state?
You could start spreading more of the infestation.
What's spitting on them? What do you mean?
No, like saying that it's got to be the infestation.
Say, put the idea in their heads that if we leave, we'll doom all our families back on the mainland.
Ooh, both of you could do that.
Oh my god, what if my kids saw this?
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Roll performance with advantage.
Yeah, can I, yeah, I was gonna say that.
8.
8? I feel like this is still not that hard to pass. You rolled before I could put down a DC in my head. Whatever.
Well, this is for how many people hear it. It's a true statement.
Some, like 1 or 2 people next to you go, "Kids? Back on Indus?
It's contagious!
Contagious? Contagious? Contagious how?"
We can't go back. We'll infect our families, our friends.
Well, more chattering, more shouting. The whole section of this base is now in an uproar.
Sid's gonna execute
You'd
all of
have,
them.
you'd have to put Grandma down like a dog.
Can that be double advantage?
I'm not even gonna make a roll.
Grandma.
From down the street, you see the doors to the chief headquarters bust open, and Sid sort of goose steps out.
Wait, we should hide. I don't want to know.
Yeah, we're out of here.
What is going on out here?
Yeah, I went a different direction.
What is going on out here? If people in the streets rioting, this is not acceptable.
I just want some random person to run by and sucker punch.
So, are you guys just running away? You're trying to stay hidden and listen?
Hiding.
I'm going to try and stay hidden and listen. I want to hear what his reaction
This
is.
could be stealth charisma. Hiding in the crowd.
We're leaving.
Where are you going, though?
Right outside of town.
Right outside of town? Okay.
Okay.
If I see Oliver staying more in the crowd, I'm gonna go to the fringes.
Okay. So, are you joining in with him, this stealth
I think
check?
it'll be easier to find us if we're together, so I'm
Okay.
separate. But I
I
want to stealth on the fringe of the crowd.
Okay, so you're
Nearby enough
you're
that I
doing
can
the same
have an
thing,
eye.
but from a distance as to not be associated.
Yes.
Okay. Stealth, Dex, or Charisma is fine.
15.
15.
Oh, no.
8.
8. Reggie, you hang on the edge of the crowd, but people are starting to get suspicious and asking you questions because you were just shouting, "We gotta put her grandma down like a dog." So you quickly see those two fleeing on the edge of your eyes, and you think, "Fuck it. If there's anything to be had here, I'm probably harming it." Do you just turn and go?
Yeah.
Okay. From within the crowd, Oliver, you can see Sid talking to some of the brown shirts he had earlier. He's trying to send them out. He's calling the city guard. We need to get this ride on the base. This needs to be the smallest ride ever seen. And then, to someone who looks like a clerk, he turns and says, "Listen, we're going to have to hold an emergency council. We're going to need all the site leaders to vote about whether or not to keep the ports open or closed. Now, word about the colonel is not to be escaping the city at all. Do not send out an official statement yet. We need to come up with a plan with the site leaders before we say an official statement."
All right.
No,
I know
what if
what
there's
I'm
already a
doing.
statement written?
We're going back to Olaf?
No. I'm taking some forgeries. I'm putting out an official statement on every wall in town. The colonel has died from an infestation.
With an illustration.
Yeah, with...
Is it not a word is to be peeped up to anybody, okay? Well, this is going to be the quietest ride ever, okay?
The colonel died from infestation. That's our story now.
The prisoners are gonna revolt at the same time.
Chaos.
Just go unlock some of the monster cages while we're here.
Chaos.
Let's just make things worse. We already started a fire. Let's throw some gasoline on it.
Chaos reigns, Father, as your senses come back to waking world. For an instant, you almost think that the person holding you, wreathed in starlight, could be the Night Mother, but it's bored.
Well, no, now he's just in the back of a bumpy ass cart.
Her matronly presence, her scythe with which she cleaves knowledge, and the book with which she commands the knowing, is just bored.
I am your god.
I see no other god appearance at me.
Your whole body aches. Like I told Reggie earlier, it feels like someone has just rocked you back into your body, but has pushed parts of you over the outlines. Like you're ill-fitting, almost wearing a suit that's cramping or chafing in certain parts.
Word, where am I?
In a very uncomfortable cart as we're riding.
Someone next to you has pulled out a pitchfork.
Did I kill anybody?
I don't think so.
Father, there is blood and skin under your finger.
You should
Are
respond
you
in
sure I didn't kill anybody?
You didn't kill anybody today.
How long have I been out?
Like an hour.
Okay.
Actually, I don't
You kill
know.
people in the
Probably
war.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Okay.
You sit up and realize that you and I are in a cart making our way through a very aggressive crowd.
Just as he finishes that sentence, Reggie, you catch up.
You hop in.
Yeah.
Father seems to be awake now.
Hello.
We're gonna somehow need to link back up with Oliver. I didn't tell you where we were going since I didn't know where we were going. You did know we were planning to go to the observatory tonight. Would that be a good place to go and hope that you follow? Is the real question. What do you two think we should do about re-getting up with Oliver? And how?
That's a good question.
Can I see Oliver by any chance? Or are we too far at this point from the
Oliver
primary
was
crowd?
staying in the crowd, and I assume has slinked off to some scheme somewhere. He's definitely not following you out of town.
Okay.
Right?
An official statement must be made. People must know the truth.
Alright, team. Are we leaving Oliver here, or are we gonna disguise father somehow and go back in?
Was father that recognizable as the infested man, or is it just, or will people just remember, oh, there was a crazy guy in the crowd?
I don't know.
Well, there's two crazy people now.
Yeah.
So.
I think we should assume people would recognize him.
Just cover me with like a burlap sack and call it good.
Give this man back for his face.
Exactly. I must hide my shame from the world.
There are clothes shops here.
Are you gonna go buy father clothes at his moment?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Just swap
Just steal
outfits.
like a bag of grain from like a stand somewhere.
Here, I will
Swap outfits.
I will bring myself to
Throw your
nothingness.
ghillie cloak on.
I know, I will bring myself to
What was
nothing
in
and
this
hand.
cart?
Nothing.
It was just completely empty.
Well, I was gonna give you guys a moving cart with shit in it, but Brad said that he had an empty one.
Oh.
I want one that wouldn't draw attention. Alright, Cole, I will
Relinquish your...
relinquish my identity and give you my ghillie suit.
Thanks, Ward.
It's,
I'm gonna like cover my face and then lay back down.
it smells like sweat.
Good.
You do
Probably like a little bit of
Infestation.
bourbon too.
Yeah, it definitely smells like bourbon. You feel a tag, and looking at it says this is the Wednesday ghillie suit. It just has the word Wednesday written on it.
But it's misspelled.
I
It's
can't-
W-E in it.
I can't
It's
believe
how it should
Ward
be
has to
spelled.
label his ghillie suit. You can't tell him apart on his own.
Yeah.
I can. It's
That's
for
the
the
wrong
dry
thing of brain
cleaner.
to be a Tuesday cloak.
Yeah.
Well,
It's for the dry cleaners.
so are you
Not
guys
for
just
me.
going to assume Oliver will be fine and go to the observatory then, or?
What time of day is it?
It is nearing around 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
I am now in disguise, I guess. I look different because I'm not wearing the ghillie suit with the hood up like I always exist in,
Right.
and Father is. So, I mean, we can go back in if you guys want. I don't know what the
Some of
plan
them might
is.
recognize me.
I don't
Oh,
know.
you missed it. I might have said something along the lines of, God, I hope my kids don't see this. We're gonna have to put Grandma down like a dog.
Observatory then?
Probably our best bet because they're gonna ask me more questions.
I don't want to leave Robert.
Who's Robert?
I don't want to leave Oliver, but I don't know what else to do.
Oliver is a very capable man. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh, you
figure it
think I'm
out.
capable? That's so sweet.
Alright, we'll go to the observatory and then we'll come back tomorrow to look for Oliver.
Tomorrow?
I assume that. No, I don't assume anything actually.
No,
That's been
okay.
thrown out the window.
Let's go back in.
Assume nothing.
Let's go back in and look for Oliver. That's my vote. I don't think we leave him.
I don't.
We'll find you a disguise when we get there. Or you have a.
Well, they're not. I'm not wanted. I just think I could slow us down.
You've got a cloak, don't you?
Oh yeah, I have a glider cloak.
Give me your glider cloak.
We just switch
We'll
cloaks
swap.
around.
We'll swap cloaks. So
Sure,
you
sure.
swap cloak. So all three of us are no longer.
And I was like, are we getting into a boss fight right now?
boss fight. And it's
Okay.
just Sid searching for us.
So we swap cloaks, so we're not in the same appearance that we were
Okay.
previously.
You're palette swapping your characters.
Yes.
They'll never know it was us.
Never.
What is Oliver doing in this time?
This is where I have to make a decision. Go to the printing press and execute a plan that has not been run by anyone.
Again.
Or do I try and find people in a cart that looks completely indistinguishable from any other cart in the city? Do I find a needle in a haystack, or do I put a bomb in a haystack?
I know what I would do.
Bomb in the haystack.
I know what I would do as well, but I'm trying to figure out what Oliver would do.
We're coming back to look for you.
Where
But
do
you
you think
don't know
Oliver
that.
would be? Where do you think Oliver would be?
I'm going to the printing press.
Under what reasoning?
We discussed putting out false information from the printing press already,
Okay.
and he has forged documents, and I have seen him already start displaying that forged
That's acceptable.
documentation.
You enter the printing press?
Yeah.
Inside there is sort of a perky young reporter with like the flat cap and like the cardigan, and then there's a gremlin who's like mirroring her exact outfit. She turns to you and she says, "What's going on out there?"
Fuck. Okay, no, I mean, I actually can I wait to enter the printing press?
Until
I was going to at least look and see if they would meet up with me, and if like 10 minutes passes and I have seen no sign of them, then I'd enter.
let's see how far they got. Okay. You stand outside the printing press trying to shirk from the chaos in the streets.
Yeah.
When you see a cart roiling down, pulled by a man, because there was no animal to pull it.
Oh, I thought there was.
No, you said you wanted an empty cart that was moving.
I know, we made you pull it instead of like me saying.
You weren't here.
Remember when I jumped in too, so you're just pulling me in?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The most inconspicuous thing a rickshaw.
There's a guy in a ghillie cloak back there.
Ward, what are you doing back there?
I set down the cart.
Ward, hey, Ward,
I take my hood off,
Ward.
What do you
or
want?
I take off the glider hood.
Why are you
Reggie, you shrunk!
Reggie, what the fuck? I can only recognize that's my clothes.
Reggie.
Your
I'm
green
like a
cloak,
Pokemon.
their blue cloak. I'm shiny cloak, they're no cloak. I can only recognize you by cloaks. But yeah, Ward, wait, why are you in a glider cloak?
We're trying to at least loosely fix the draw that was father. And since Reggie also made some noise and so did I, this is the closest thing we got to disguises at the moment.
Okay.
Is not appearing as the same person.
Alright. I realize that there have been a few executions of plans and impromptu ideas I've had and simply have had to act on them in the moment. So I'm going to do my best to run them by you here.
Okay.
Because we get one shot of this because this is a press while the iron's hot.
Yep.
Do we lie about the Colonel's death? Do we say it was from infestation and tell the press and get people panicking about a dead Colonel in an infestation that is clearly capable of taking anyone? Because the one thing Sid said he didn't want to happen was to leak the Colonel's death.
Okay. It'll be a known lie to those that know how the Colonel actually died, but to sway the masses in favor of it, I think it might be worth it.
I'm saying it's morally justifiable to lie to the masses. Should we lie to the masses, or should we?
We're lying about how he died. And this is a scenario where I feel the ends justify the means, since we are trying to prevent spreading the plague to our homeland. And if we have to lie to the people here to give enough time to get a cure to save lives down the road, I think it's worth it.
What do you guys think?
I say we forge some shit. And, I mean, the fire's already massive. We might as well make it bigger. That's causing people... We've already tried and failed at convincing the leadership to shut it down via
Peacefully.
talking to them.
You talked to one guy.
Okay.
We've talked to several people who have all been indignant.
That's fair.
I think lying to save lives is worth it. That's my perspective.
Reggie? Reggae?
I guess it's not asking the question, should we lie? It's, should we continue lying? Since we already did lie.
We have not technically lied yet. Or we lied to the Cid, that's it.
Well, and
Adam's pretending to be infected.
didn't you?
That's not us.
Didn't you forge the signature already though, and lie about reports?
I lied and said that there was the way I lied.
Said you were from Clover Hill.
I'm saying
And
outside
then Clover
of Sid.
Hills.
I'm saying outside of Sid. I'm saying to the people. All we've said is that there's an infestation present.
Okay.
It infests people, monster and people alike, and that Rainbow Basin is actively working on a cure, and everything else has been conjecture.
I think in the report we mass spread, we include Rainbow Basin is working on the cure, and there are rumors that...
I feel like that gives too much information and connects it back to us.
Okay.
That's a lot of information. It also puts a big old target on Rainbow Basin. People are actively rushing there to get the cure.
So we make it that the report is that the plague has been spreading, so we just compound on what was already said.
Yeah, and
the plague is spreading.
And do we say that the colonel died of infestation? Because I feel like that would solidify the case of this infestation can kill anyone.
Headlines, rumors, the colonel died from infestation.
The press isn't going to print a rumor.
The press prints a lot of rumors.
As a headline, though?
I'm thinking about modern day media. Yes, it's a lot of rumors.
In press, could almost certainly be controlled by an official statement. We need an official statement to come out first, or at least a very credible statement to come out first, that they would find hard to overrule. That an official statement.
How can we prove that the colonel died by infestation? With the colonel's signature?
Not with the colonel's signature, with Sid's signature.
Colonel's dead.
I have every leadership signature right here. In this
You could be anyone.
Olaf's
Be Olaf.
signature.
Olaf's signature is actually perfect. Olaf's signature is in here, right?
Yeah.
The colonel was in Rainbow Basin.
Yeah.
Olaf has declared that he has died by the plague.
All right, I'm fine. You know what? Fine. I'm fine with giving this a lie. What do you guys think?
Oh, to be fair, Olaf told us to act in our best judgment. He gave us...
Olaf's explicit thing was to do what you want, but...
Don't pull him into
this!
this!
Not to pull him into this. Doesn't mean that that doesn't mean you can't, but that's why you say do whatever you want. I can't condone what you're doing.
Yeah.
He would be pissed.
No, the official message is going to be from Sid.
Okay.
Sid has received a report and is simply submitting this report to the press.
Okay.
Giving this statement to be published.
Okay, let's see if the press will actually listen to us.
Okay, do you go into the press?
I'm going to first forge it. I'm going to just, in the cart, just quickly forge a statement with Sid's signature.
I assume that you forged blanks when you had time to carefully,
that the colonel has unfortunately died of an infestation, and that we are currently looking into research for a cure, so everyone just needs to remain calm and remain on the island to prevent people from spreading. We need to. The whole island is going to go into quarantine, and we will work. And we are happy to work with anyone who wants to help on a cure.
Okay. The printed press is called the Expedition Letter.
Okay.
Expedition Newsletter. You walk in, you see the aforementioned reporter and the gremlin who's wearing sort of matching clothes. She's got a pen over her ear, and he's got a feather quill sticking out of his mouth. She goes, "What's going on outside?"
Well, there's been. I'm sure you guys have heard rumors that you guys. I haven't been able to catch your paper the last few days. Have you guys heard of rumors or reported about any rumors of the colonel's death?
The reporter looks at the gremlin who goes, "Well, Mum, I've heard a few things about Colonel dying, perhaps. Yeah."
All right. Well, we here have an official statement from Sid and the rest of the leadership on what happened that he would like you to print.
Sorry, who are you?
Fake name.
Yeah.
Fake name. Fake name.
My name is Frederick.
Frederick.
Yes.
With?
I'm under Sid's company. I work at the. Sorry.
Oh, you work for the big man, Sid, huh?
Yeah, Sid.
You heard him, Mum. The son said he works for Sid. Roll persuasion. Or deception, actually.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is deception, because it's not the total truth.
He works
13?
under Sid.
What?
13.
13?
He works under Sid.
Sid,
I do work under Sid.
but it's not the whole
yeah.
Sid. So it's a deception.
I said my name was Frederick. That's a lot.
She goes, well, we're supposed to have a sort of, help me out here. Well, certainly supposed to be a sort of badge or emblem you display before you give a message. But,
with the rioting going on outside now.
No, hold on. I should have it on me. Did you grab it for me? When I left? I thought I had it.
No, I don't got it. But with the rioting going on right now...
Is an official signature and a seal of approval from Sid okay?
Well, I'm sure that in these dire times that could suffice. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Because we can't be printing lies, you understand?
Yeah. Okay, I'll
especially in times of tumult.
Yes.
No reporter has ever said we can't be printing lies.
Well, here's the thing: we're owned by the company, so there will be lawsuits.
Yeah, I take out the documentation.
The little gremlin steps forward. He takes him before the reporter can, and he traces him with the feather pen. He goes, "Yep. This looks all to be in order, sir. Well, Mom, you heard him. I guess we're supposed to be sending these out now." Okay. Do you need the signature on the print as well?
It doesn't need to be a signature. You can just say that it's an official statement.
Okay.
You are the word of the company.
We'll get it out faster if we don't do the signature.
Yeah.
Okay. How many do you need?
As many as you can print and start handing them out.
All right. Is there supposed to be certain districts for printing these out inside, or is it everywhere?
All of them.
Plaster them on the walls?
Might as well.
Little grandma goes and says,
Wallpaper.
We'll put the town blinky.
Thank you, you're a hero, and I leave.
The reporter turns and says, we should have most of these out by tonight.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Ducking
Also, stay safe in here. Things are getting pretty chaotic out there.
One of the gremlin rolls his sleeves. He goes, "Well, I don't like to take set." And then the reporter says, "We'll lock the door."
And then also, I'm gonna get in the whisper. I think someone pickpocketed my badge out there. Be wary of anyone who brings in official emblems from this point. Okay.
The gremlin goes, "Oh, give me a 110. One of these, one of those."
Just be wary of just
Punch him in the balls.
Set your teeth flying.
Yeah, just be wary of people carrying official badges because I think mine got pickpocketed.
But what if we see Sid?
Sid, you guys all know who Sid looks like. He can be trusted, but you guys got these out here ASAP.
Okay, understood.
So if it's anyone but Sid, have a little bit, take it with a grain of salt.
The gremlin
Well, it even could be someone disguised as Sid wearing hip padding. You never know.
That's also true. We'll see you. Thank you.
Ignore Sid.
unrolls his sleeve so you can roll it back up again. It goes, "Oh, look at the face is hot."
Oh, I love implanting skepticism into reporters. The first source you get is always the right one, and when they tell you not to trust other sources, that you should listen to them.
The state knows best. Okay, what's the next move?
We're out of here!
Yeah, let's get out of Dodge. Let's go.
As you run back through the street, what's this? Sid and some of the brown shirts are out, pointing and shouting, trying to maintain things, and you just catch his eye as you run past. And he goes,
Oh!
Keep going.
No, don't do the evil buy. Flint not good.
Alright, you're all running out towards the wilderness again.
Yep.
Firstrock fades way behind you.
Give me
Once
my
again.
fucking ghillie suit back.
The quiet of the jungle,
Swap.
I feel naked.
the silent forest, the trees standing watch, still sits you at unease, but it's not
We
chaos.
love Xavier and Adam. We love Xavier and Adam.
They'll be fine. Probably, right? What could possibly go
We
wrong?
love Xavier
And nothing
Adam.
can go wrong.
What could possibly go
No,
wrong?
it all went wrong. To the observatory. God damn it.
I just want to ask, the brown shirts, is that alluding to like
Brown noses.
Nazi Germany brown shirts?
If you want to read into that, I was trying to keep it subtle.
I mean,
I have a lot of strong political feelings, and this campaign, this adventure is very politically charged, okay?
never would have believed
I wonder if there are any characters or similarities between the current leadership and people we've encountered today.
People you've encountered before. The Colonel is basically a plug and play for any corrupt politician ever.
I was talking about today specifically.
Yeah.
Sid with the Trump voice.
I did not actually intend to sound like Trump.
He didn't start as Trump.
It's gotten worse. Like at the beginning, I was like, well, I guess kind of his mannerisms, but you
No, not even.
Well, the problem is that I put his hands up here to like reflect him like on his like.
And that's when the Trump voice
and then just,
came
like,
out.
Came to like snakes.
The Trump charmer is what they call you.
Yeah. The greatest. They won't tell you this, the people won't tell you this about Firstrock, but it's the first place we ever landed. Very great. We love it.
They won't tell you it's the
This will be the smallest riot ever.
It'll be the smallest ride ever. They won't tell you, but it's the greatest ride.
It's the smallest report.
It was not an
It
insurrection.
was a footnote of
It was
history.
not an infestation. It was not an infestation. The people will tell you they were sick in the streets. They were eating the animals.
Moving on.
They were eating this.
You say it's an infestation, I say it's a mental illness.
Well, now Trump's statement is actually true. We are eating cats and dogs, and we're infested enough.
The colonel will tell you. The colonel will tell you. These things, they're true, he says. They're true. And we like that. We like true things.
Okay.
To the observatory. It's nighttime now.
It is approaching evening.
Okay.
I say what time it is, not. It's
I
nighttime.
assumed. No!
We lost
He
God.
played me!
You're on the verge of sunset. Dusk is approaching.
He played me.
And
We're
as
now wanted men ×2.
the sun descends past into the horizon. Whatever sort of oppressive air filling the forest seems to have lightened a little bit. You can hear the chirping of night insects. There still are not animals moving about, but the quiet things of the night are starting to let their voices get heard. You know the vague whereabouts of the observatory,
Yeah.
but I mean, how hard could it be, right?
Under nightfall, without vision, how hard can it be?
Does anyone have a torch or a flare?
I do.
Very good.
It's a structure in the middle of no
An
structure.
observatory is not like a tall building. It is a dome.
Telescopes often are very tall structures.
You're assuming that this ancient structure has not been semi-buried like the
Oh,
other
that's
ancient
fair.
structures that have all been semi-buried.
Yeah.
Well, we found every other location off of a rough estimation, so
Charles's help.
we'll find it.
I would have the group make a group survival check.
Can I make a torch first? To have one for myself.
You may attempt to, yes.
17.
Could this be a nature check instead?
Sure. You also have advantage because you're turn.
17 for the torch.
Okay, you successfully cracked the torch. Now you have advantage in your next roll.
21.
Focus.
Okay, 12.
12.
Survival.
Double sevens.
Shoot, man.
Survival.
Survival nature. Whatever.
Is nature different?
And the land, a skill that surveys the land.
Yes. 17.
Okay, I believe that is group success with the item that's included. You managed to stumble across the observatory. Where's my observatory?
Can we be talking while traveling? Because I would like to talk
Sure.
to the party a little
Yeah, let's
bit.
talk.
On the road again.
Let's talk.
I feel like... No, you go first, actually. I've been talking too much today.
That could have gone better.
Could have gone worse.
It could have. It could have. It sure could
Nobody's
have.
died yet.
Yeah, we could have.
Well, that we saw. Rioting can often lead to violence. So... we need to start planning ahead a little bit more so we all have the same story, because I was not prepared to follow
Yeah.
your story.
It was kind of a spur. I expected him to be the type of person to read his reports he gets.
Gotcha.
I saw too perfect of an opportunity to try and accelerate our plans, and tell them that we were the source of the information rather than a secondary source of information.
I think we need to make a group attempt when in political conversations moving forward to have a one-head spokesperson.
I don't think we need a one-head spokesperson. I think we need.
Well, he specifically asked us to talk to.
Yeah, I think we need a collective story going into it. We just didn't have a chance. I didn't give you guys a chance. It was unfair of me to try and spring that plan immediately off improvisation. But I thought it would work because I believed him to be more incompetent off of a first judgment than he was.
You live and you learn. This is we are chaos for a reason.
I'm sorry.
Well, hopefully
at the
we
very
don't
least,
have
we
to-
got some good forgeries out there. Thank you for the expert tools, by the way. You can have these back. I never got to hand it back in the chaos.
These coming days are going to be
We are now
interesting.
with the state. Wait, what happened?
I just said coming. He said these coming days.
I'm coming for days.
Well, I believe Sid is going to put the order out there out of direct suspicion of us, from detainment to wanted fugitives.
Tell horny Joe.
I agree.
I think going back to civilization until we figure out what this whole mess with the eclipse, because it clearly has some sort of connection to the infestation now.
How long away is the eclipse?
A week or 2 weeks. Sorry.
It was a week, a little bit ago, but like it's coming at the end of this week. It's
And-
days now.
Okay.
A few days.
Yeah, we got a week. I think we need to. I think before I was disinterested. I did not care about the observations, but because there have been multiple accounts saying now that directly tie the eclipse to some form of the infestation. I think if the cure isn't going to work out, we need to work on that at least. After that, we can work on methods of escape without having to travel through official custody of them.
Let's start at the observatory and go from there. But I'm with you. I think I'm obviously speaking selfishly here. Going to prison for tampering, but my conscience will be good if we do manage to get a cure. And honestly, I personally am okay with that fate if it means saving all of those lives that the cure would bring.
I'm not okay with it. I'd like to live, but I think this is our best chance of living.
I would like to live.
I'm not over in that regards.
I'm not expecting to be executed. I'm saying prison, but if we get a cure, my conscience is clean.
What are your thoughts, Father?
I mean, if I die here, I've learned all there is for me to learn and know, so I'm content with that.
This was not helpful. Father is open to the unknown, including death.
Right.
I was like, I would love to die. It sounds pleasant.
Sounds quiet.
To be finally embraced by the Night Mother sounds immaculate.
Go ahead and kill yourself then.
That's an important quote. I'll be calling back to later.
Immaculate.
Hold on, Gabe. I need to message you something real quick.
Of
It
course,
is
for
not.
Lord.
I cannot choose when my death is, though.
I can.
Guiding green. Sorry, I'm just reading something out loud.
Yeah. Guiding green.
Gangrene?
I love gangrene. To be embraced by gangrene would be immaculate.
Alright. To the observatory.
So what was the consensus upon what we just, if you could synthesize it for me, because I was doing some work behind the
I
screen.
don't know how much there was a consensus, but more of like we're on a similar page that moving forward we will be better. We will attempt to be more prepared with a singular story, and we agreed that could have gone worse, but we made do with what we had, for better or worse.
Yes. I didn't want to stop the swamp. Give me back the swamp music! There we go. I wish I had a guy, you know how like a podcast, they have like a fact checker? I
Yeah.
wish I had a guy like, Jamie, stop the swamp music!
Zipper, spin that shit.
Yeah. You did succeed in finding it. Give me a moment. I said give me a moment!
No.
You want a cookie?
Mm-hmm.
Cookie?
Okay.
Brownie M&M. Yeah.
Where's this song? Where's this song?
Have you checked up your butt?
Got him.
You see a structure half buried in both dirt and water, kind of looming out of a small hillock in a swamp. It is a sort of regular dome shape, and there is a sort of long arm stretching slightly above parallel to the ground, but is covered in dense trees and foliage.
I would like to look for an entrance.
It appears that wherever the door was at the base of this dome, it is submerged below the water. It's not.
This really is some outer world shit. I only have 2 left, so.
The swamp is a little too loud right now. Frogs, be quiet.
Impossible.
They were getting too froggy with it.
Ancient vines, ancient rocks covered beneath growing vines. It's as if nature itself is trying to swallow the structure up. Water washed up against the side.
Can I climb atop it? Is there a section for like a form of telescope?
As you look closer, as you approach, you are approaching. Is your whole group approaching? Okay. That long arm I described is the telescope. Stretched out slightly above parallel to the ground.
I will make my way to it.
It appears to be a long conical structure. There are myriad lenses inside, which are at the moment covered in lichen and moss.
Can I use the torch to try and burn away the foliage that's grown atop it?
You can. Now the lenses are clean.
Perfect. Is there enough of a outcropping for me to get into the building?
Are you trying to climb through the telescope into the...
No, not through. So most observatories, there's like the telescope, but then there's also like
the slot where it rotates.
The slot where it rotates.
It is obstructed.
It is obstructed
by both rubble and foliage.
Could I investigate, look for any like scuffs or disturbances where our good man Charles would have
gotten in?
You made an investigation.
Charles
21.
scratch marks.
There are numerous portions of the building where foliage has been cleared away, and they're like almost clear handprints, like dirt smears on the side. They are especially focused near the water line, where the original entrance is submerged.
still probably have to dive in?
Yeah.
Anyone have any air bladder?
You want to make one?
Yeah, you have what we need around us?
You need monster parts for an air bladder.
That's what I thought.
I've got one rare monster part.
Oh, you didn't turn in?
No, it's still in my field pouch.
Alright.
That would do it.
Well, let's get at it. Do I have advantage with the...
Yes. With your expertise.
And it's just machinery, right?
Yes.
12. Wait, 14.
You produce the item, and I believe an additional of your choice.
You want to make just another air bladder?
There's 2 air bladders, so.
Okay. You get the air bladders. How are you going to see under the water?
We don't have flares, do we?
I do.
Oh,
You flares and torches?
No, I have flares.
Oh, just flares. Okay.
I
you,
made
you
a
asked
torch.
when we were going in, does anyone have flares or torches? I said yes.
Okay, I thought you had a torch for some reason. Who's diving down?
I'll go first.
Or shouldn't I go since I have the chain hook and can pull out? Or like you can hold. You can. Yes.
This is like a dream of mine. Could you like tether
Power pulling
to?
out is a dream of yours?
Yes. Could you?
Me pulling you out, or you pulling out of me?
Yes.
Yes.
Could you tether to me?
Both.
All right. Yeah. Sure. I'll wrap the chain around his waist.
You are now linked.
Yeah. Pull this twice if you need to be yanked up.
Okay. I'm going in.
There is a stone slab that you think once functioned as a door along the side. It's intricate patterns that have long been worn away.
Wait, before he goes in, could I have said one more thing to him?
Yeah.
If you get to the end of the chain, come back up and report. Don't go further in without us.
Okay.
It looks like there was once a sort of mechanism for like a battery, a shocking mechanism to slot into, but Charles blew it up.
Okay.
Cool.
The stone slab is slightly ajar as you run your hands over its cool surface, and as you sort of put your fingers between the door and the frame, you feel mortar. Someone sealed this door after they opened it.
Oh, Charles resealed the door. You brought those explosives, right?
Yeah, I have portable explosives.
I need them. I will come back up.
You'll come?
And I will tell you, I need those portable explosives. He resealed the door.
Alright, sure.
I dive back down.
I hand him my portable explosives.
Okay, you gonna blow it up?
I am, as much as I hate to do so.
What is the skill check here? With advantage, of course.
This would be acrobatics.
To swim out of the way?
Yes.
Comet blast radius.
Go ahead.
That is going to be a 24.
You succeed. You get out of the way by yanking on the chain. Oliver pulls you out just in time, but the door blows inwards. There's a large splash in air, and
Still down for salmon, broccoli, and potatoes tonight?
the water is filled with dust and grime now that you've
Sure.
caused the still surface to stop settling. But you think that entrance is open.
Back in.
Okay.
Is the whole party following?
I would like to, yeah.
Reggie, Father, are you following?
Yes.
Or should we keep someone out here on watch?
I don't know if a father or I should be that person.
Well, Father is the least interested in knowledge.
I'll stay in.
No, I want Father to come here. I want Father to
I'm
join
going
me
to
at
follow
least.
you through water.
I was more... Yeah, sure, whatever. Everyone can just come in. I don't know. Yeah.
A
let's
monster,
just go.
perhaps? An amphibious monster? Like
It
a froggy?
wouldn't be the first time.
Or a Magniacris, which would mess with the poles of...
Or a Nargacuga that's well aware of how to track us.
That one's caged.
That one's
remember?
caged.
At the moment, we don't know what happened after we left.
Sid gets crazy and starts
Sid!
letting monsters loose.
Sid goes, let the monsters loose! They will track our targets!
Fly! Fly!
What targets?
Fly!
Is he
They
searching
have-
for us?
Yes.
Most likely. Alright.
So is everyone going in?
Yeah.
No person to keep watch for the
Yeah.
sensible approach?
Fine. No, I want to ask. Fine. Fuck you. I'll stay out.
Okay.
I'll go in.
I'll stay out. I'll stay out and
You're
keep
staying
watch.
out?
Yeah. Because
Are
you
you
two
sure?
can't be left alone.
I can be left alone.
No, you
No, Father, you're
Well,
coming
we
with
can
me.
both go feral.
Father, you're coming with me.
And then we'd get lost.
You submerge,
Or worse.
swim through the water, the dirt, and the grime, and you reemerge in a room where the air is still. It's almost thick, like a settled fog. But it's pure pitch black in here. Nothing even gets through the bit of the telescope. No light at all.
Kind of using the flare.
Red smoke hisses out of the water as the room dimly glows, as the light dimly glows and you can see the room. Just the faces of the objects facing you are lit, and they cast long, dark shadows stretched across the room itself. You are in luck, Ward, because this room was sealed airtight. However, the observatory was buried, the water and the telescope both are completely sealed off. You can make out paper documents strewn about the area.
I'll start reading. I hope y'all are okay with me being here for a minute.
Are Reggie and Father following as well, or
Yeah.
just are you good?
I want to be in there so bad.
You just come in.
No, I need to keep watch. I pitched the idea, so I have to be the one to do it.
You
No one
don't
else can.
have to. No one else is making you.
He can make himself do it.
I'm making myself do it because I'm going to enact myself with a discipline.
The first thing that you notice, beyond compare, is that the dome, the inside of the dome is like an astrolabe. They set up a star system around the telescope, but something about it is wrong because it is not your star system.
It's too old.
No.
No?
Even at a glance, there's no constellation that you recognize here. Would you like to study it further?
Yeah, I'm studying this entire building top to bottom.
Roll history or culture?
Can I investigate the telescope?
Can you what?
Investigate it?
Yeah,
As
sure.
a mechanic?
Are you using investigation machinery? What are you looking
Yeah,
for?
yeah. Can I just use like machinery? Or,
Father, make an insight check too.
I mean, I could do investigate too, but machinery's better.
17 investigation.
17. There is no star that you recognize in this astrolabe. They're all foreign.
19.
19. This telescope was locked at a point. Someone thwarted the mechanism to turn it, and it does not move anymore. Even, you think, before it was submerged or buried or crushed under whatever process knocked it over.
Robert Maulding.
Someone fixes this telescope in place. You find dried remnants of blood inside of it.
Inside the telescope? Which side?
Yeah.
The eye side or the...
The eye side. Father, what was your insight check?
15.
15? This is your sky.
Oh my god.
You had never realized it. That sky in your dreams
It's not.
was never the night sky.
Just join us,
When
Robert.
you were baptized in that crater lake, the reflection in the water did not match the sky above.
Oh, that's freaky.
Whatever this structure is, they have mapped out the night sky from your dreams.
Oh my god.
This music is perfect.
Something you all realize why Charles might have sealed this away. Someone who spent his whole childhood and the rest of his adulthood looking at the night sky, asking big questions about the great beyond, encountered something that he could not reconcile with this reality.
Is there any, like, inscriptions on anything?
Yes. There is a single symbol, repeated, drawn in blood on several pieces of paper, splattered everywhere. You two don't know what it is. But this symbol, we've had you translate the ancient Paleozoic language before. It's the word for omen.
The word for open?
Omen.
Omen.
Oh, omen. That makes more sense.
In something that you need to know about the word omen, Ward, is that the Paleozoic culture uses sigils, like hieroglyphs almost. The word for omen is a symbol that looks like the eclipse.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it is the same word that they use to refer to the infestation, the plague. The word omen means the same thing. It refers to the plague, to the eclipse, and to whatever is being plastered across this observatory right now.
And does the blood look semi-recent?
The flood?
Blood.
Oh, the blood is brown.
Okay, that's what I
It
thought.
flakes at the slightest touch.
So it's not Charles had an
Yeah.
episode here.
No.
Is there any other... You said there was a lot of paperwork in good condition.
Readable condition. If you might touch it, who knows what would happen.
Okay, I will try to read.
Some ancient Paleozoic, some ancient Gremline culture, long lost, it seems, was in the middle of a breakdown. He's referring to the plague, the creatures. That's exactly what it is, the creatures. He's specifying what? He's just saying the creatures. The meteor, the eclipse, the plague. It's all the same. He uses omen. He plastered it across the walls. The last intelligible sentence he had, the last intelligible document he has, roughly translates along the lines to, the sky bends around the eclipse. Something is wrong. Our last fortress is our greatest weapon. We will seal the omen below the rubble and then wash it all away. And there's a complete star chart for you as well.
Sorry, what was... So we sealed it in the last fortress?
Our last fortress is our greatest weapon. We will seal the omen below the rubble, then wash it all away. Tell me when you want to look at that star chart.
Let me finish this sentence. Alright.
The star chart looks like your night sky, except for the eclipse in the middle. Around the corona, of where the sun just barely stretches around the moon, whoever illustrated this made it look like the sky was bending inwards. And along that boundary, where it's collapsing in on itself, another night sky is spilling through around the eclipse. That other night sky exactly matches the astrolabe that you can see above you.
Alright, so this is the fucking apocalypse. We gotta get inside that door. It's the only place we can be safe. That's what I got. When one of you go fetch Oliver, just get him in here.
I'll go get him.
You go get him?
Yeah.
No. I'll go get him. I'll switch places with him.
You want to go in?
I'm keeping watch. Is there anything out there right now? Not out there?
Shadows in the night, but you know.
Alright, yeah, I'll go in. If they're offering to swap places with me.
I'll swap places with Oliver.
Swap places with Oliver? Okay. You're keeping watch alone, Reggie?
Yes.
Okay.
Reggie's gonna lose his mind.
Well, Reggie was losing his mind in there.
Do you let Oliver look around for himself, or do you instantly barrage him with everything that you found?
No, I wait. I'll let him look, and I'm gonna keep digging.
Alright.
Have his own moment.
Tell me in order the information which I process. I'll start with the stars and then look over the paper.
There's an astrolabe. There's something about it that looks weird to you. There are spatters of blood around the telescope and painted on the walls, and it's a repeating symbol that looks like the eclipse. And then Ward is not quite holding, but sort of hovering over a star chart that features an eclipse broadly in the center, and it looks like the sky is collapsing in on itself.
I'm gonna go to the telescope next.
It's stuck in place, stained with blood.
Can I see anything through it?
It's pointing just above, parallel to the ground after the dome was tipped over. It's not pointing at anything anymore.
What have we learned here so far? Was this star chart? Do we have any idea what it means? Any constellations that we should be looking for tonight?
Bluntly, apocalypse type stuff.
Can you go into more detail, please?
As best as I'm starting to understand, and maybe Father might know better, this is implying that potentially the Paleozons caused the flood that we found in that mausoleum. Mausoleum.
Now you got me.
Sorry.
Hold on,
Mausoleum.
I have a question. There's one piece of information I'm looking for here, and I need to ask Gabe something.
Oh, you have mail for me, right?
Yes, it's on the banister. It should be over there. No idea what it is.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too. I just want to double check that. So I don't want to jump ahead of Oliver here.
So
I need to keep pace with him.
I'm starting to have the idea that the Paleozons caused the flood many years ago, or this eclipse is going to bring about said flood. And the sky is somehow folding in on itself. Father, do you have any ideas? Does this sky mean something to you? This other sky?
That's your sky, Father. That is your sky. How is that possible?
I'm not sure. I never noticed this before, but the sky that I see in my visions is not our own sky, but it's this one.
It's not our sky?
It's this one?
Yep.
Is there any similarities here? Anything at all?
Every single star is different.
When I was baptized in the crater, the sky above me and the reflection in the waters were different. The water reflected this sky, whereas the sky above me was ours.
You said the telescope isn't looking up, and it's almost parallel.
Yeah, because the observatory has been tipped over, presumably in a flood.
Is it pointed towards any body of water? No.
Can we
Hey,
determine where it was?
isn't there a conclusion here that would then make more sense, or at least make could be a bit more out there of a theory, but wouldn't it be possible that the meteor we saw didn't bring the creature? It brought the Paleozons. If this is a night sky that isn't our own, wouldn't it make sense that they're from somewhere where the night sky is different?
They base this off of their night sky, comparing it to ours.
That's what I'm thinking.
Could be.
Because all we saw, because we didn't have the full story in that mausoleum.
Yeah, we were missing one page.
Mm-hmm. And that's what the night sky brought. Or what the meteor brought.
And these papers also speak of locking or sealing something amongst the rubble, which I believe could be that door, is where they sealed something in the mountain amidst the rubble.
What is Reggie thinking right now?
He is a man of science. He is a man of practicality, and nothing in there made sense.
Yep. Are you understanding why Charles sealed it away?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of want Reggie to see.
Reggie seals you inside.
He's like, well, gets his extra tools out. This ain't going nowhere.
It dies with us.
I want to see if Reggie can fix the telescope to be able to
The building has been tipped over.
No,
it's impossible to restore whatever it was looking at.
No, I'm trying to look at like bodies of water on the ground.
You're trying to look at the ground with a telescope that only points up?
Like, angle it down, because it's already, like, almost on its
He's
side.
saying, so here's, like, imagine, like, this is where the telescope is scoped up.
Yeah.
It gets this range of vision.
Yeah.
If it's tipped over, it now has this range of vision and can peer into, presumably, underwater. I think he's asking to look underwater. Is that right?
Not necessarily underwater, but, like, at water, because if the reflection is different from our sky...
Oh, he's trying to see... I see.
Oh.
If I could somehow...
You've noticed nothing to support that evidence.
Okay. Father, how does your baptisms work?
They say a couple of scripture phrases, they bring you to the mountain lake that was formed by a crater in the mountains, and they dunk you under.
Does it have
How was
to
this crater
be...
formed?
Presumably a meteorite.
And that's not on this island, is it?
Nope, it's on Indus.
Could it be that there were several meteors that carried several things or people?
Do we know of any other craters here?
Nope. Not that you know of.
Well, they called it the crater lake, right? Or they said the place where they sealed it away was like a crater.
No, they said under the rubble, but there was the photo of the meteor crashing in the mountain range here. So we
Are we certain it was the exact same mountain range?
I don't.
Could it have been in the mountain range on Indus?
It could have, but I'm starting to believe it might have been the mountain range here, going along that line of if there were if it was like a meteor shower instead of just a single one. If there's a crater here,
one brought the creatures, the other brought the Paleozons, or several brought Paleozons, or is the creature?
I am pretty confident that this reference to sealing something amongst rubble refers to the door in the mountains.
Yes. So
I'm hazarding to guess there might be a crater in that mountain range that we just haven't found yet.
Here's my question then: if there are meteor showers that brought Okay, I know it's a stretch to say this, but assume the Paleozons were not from here, and they came with the meteors.
Huh.
And that's where their night sky came from. And did we evolve from Paleozons? Did we come from them, or is it just an ancient civilization?
Just an ancient civilization.
Their closest living relative are felines and gremlins.
Can I attempt to make like a history check on the origin of Paleozons?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have anything to make this advantage, do I? No. 13.
This is an easy thing. You've been studying them your whole life.
Oh, never mind.
They have. There's the archaeological evidence suggests they have been here for millennia. Far longer than probably a meteor shower.
So, using some real world knowledge, we know that the stars in our sky are different than they were thousands of years ago.
By measures, but they still resemble each other. I mean, like Orion's belt, is it still as much a thing as it was when the Greeks saw
Right.
it, isn't it?
It's close, yeah. But the Greeks also weren't that long ago.
Yeah, so some stars disappear, or some stars might appear brighter, or they might shift in certain directions. But it's not like it's an entirely different orientation.
It's like a different fingerprint.
Yeah,
It's totally alien.
Okay.
Maybe it could be. I'm not gonna say that actually. It's totally alien.
Okay. I keep looking, seeing if there's anything I missed.
The rest is unintelligible.
Is there any other Paleozonic runes or iconography other than the eclipse?
Nothing that strikes you significant.
It's Paleozonic, right?
Mm-hmm.
The eclipse iconography, the omen.
Omen.
Could you read aloud the what the paper said?
Our last fortress is our greatest weapon. We will seal the omen below the rubble, then wash it all away.
Which makes me wonder if they somehow caused the flood. Okay. The order of paintings. Where... Okay, the murals were the cats landing, or the cats with a telescope, meteor landing in the mountain range, then damaged, and then the Great Flood. So, based on the murals, the meteorite came after they were here, since leads me to believe they watched the meteor shower with their telescopes and then everything blew up. So I'm not shutting down your theory that they came alongside or came from other meteors or like a meteor shower, but I don't know how much evidence we have to support that theory.
Okay. But then what does the false sky then? Or I guess that's what I'll call it. I always call it the false sky then, because it's not ours.
Do I know how old is Father's religion?
Is about as old as the Paleozonic culture.
Do I have reason to believe that they followed the Night Mother?
Roll history or insight.
That was a 13 plus 5 for history.
You have no doubt that the same event could have inspired different peoples to come to different conclusions.
Such as the meteor shower, or the meteor.
It's a thing that's happened before in history.
Yeah.
Eclipses are famous for this.
Yeah.
People coming to different conclusions about them, despite the fact that they happen, like, simultaneously, not in, like, regions across the planet, but, like, in different cultures.
Okay.
Which one is it?
Father?
The one on the right.
You got any ideas?
Or immediate right, yeah. You'll find it.
Other than this being connected to my religion in some way, I have no other insights.
Any feelings? You want to get knocked out? See if you have a dream.
Not particularly. Do I see anything that would be connected to my religion here?
Besides the star patterns?
Yeah.
No.
No.
What about the omen symbol? Is that something you've seen religious significance of?
No. Never seen this symbol before.
It looks like an eclipse, dude.
What was the symbol written in?
Variations of ink and blood.
Okay. As in, like, it's written multiple times, and there are some that are ink, some are blood?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would Reggie need to make one of the shocking mechanisms?
The same thing that Nigel needs.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
There's nothing in here that looks like it was powered by a shocking mechanism, was it?
The door.
Maybe a long time ago, but
Yeah.
The door used one to get in, and it looked like Charles broke it.
Mm.
if only he hadn't died, he could have told you so many
Was
things.
there a locking was there a key in there that he couldn't figure out how to use that
No, it
could
was
somehow
like
have been
a slot.
salvaged? Okay. So similar to the other door.
Yeah.
I'm so hung up on the door on the mountain.
Oh my god.
Well, if the skies fold in on themselves during an eclipse, it could be... There are a few things that could happen.
Do I have any historical memory of an event like the stars changing?
Whenever this sort of thing happens, the records are not great about it because people are panicking.
Right.
So it's hard to decipher whether or not, like, when they refer to an eclipse or some celestial event, whether it was the same, different things, simultaneous.
I don't have like a memory I can pull out of my ass of just like, yeah, this happened, all the stars changed, and then everybody continued on with their day.
As far as you know, any other eclipse that has occurred, this has not been a thing.
So this might be nothing.
Well...
Maybe we're jumping the gun and it's just another eclipse.
Wait, there have been other eclipses here. Are we able... you aren't you have Charles's notes, right? Is there any record or calculation of when the last time an eclipse occurred here is? Because that's something you can figure out.
He would have gotten rid of it.
He would have gotten rid of it. I wanted to save Charles. I knew he was the guy. God damn.
Is there... Do you know how to do that at all? Could I try and like a Arcana check, or I guess in this case machinery check for a calculation?
I would say that is beyond impossible for you.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I assume it's impossible for me as well.
I mean, you don't even have the thing that you would need to calculate it. It would take forever to do by hand.
I was asking if there was any hint in Charles' notes on how to calculate it rather than
Charles,
simply the result of the calculation.
Despite what you had found, Charles was a poor note taker. And you're starting to suspect he may have gotten rid of some of his notes on purpose.
Would there have been, would those tools be back at my camp?
Maybe. He would have the proper tools in his...
To do it,
yeah.
But...
Charles was the kind of guy who only took notes for things that he knew he was going to forget. He wouldn't take notes for things that he didn't know he was going to forget, you know?
Mm-hmm. I relate to that. I relate to that as well.
You know, he was also not counting on being dead. That.
I relate to that as well.
Well, let's see. If the skies fold in on themselves, it could make a new sky. That could just it could just
change the stars.
Yeah, change the stars somehow through whatever fucking bullshit science is happening here.
That's straight on the.
What?
I hate the word, but magic.
Is magic even like a concept in this world, or is it a?
There's religion believes in it.
It's a concept.
The arcane.
Yeah. Well. Okay. If this event were to happen, it were to change the stars, then this has happened before. Is there any pattern in the? You said there was like in the image of the eclipse there was like basically two funnels of stars or whatever.
Yeah.
Or is one collection recognizable, or are they two distinctly different sets of stars, or?
One set of stars is ours as we know it, and the others is Cole's as he knows it.
Oh, okay. That answers our question then. Never mind. I missed that piece of information.
It wasn't.
So,
It's not two new ones. It's
Yes.
one of ours and one of theirs folding in on each other. I think we need to go back to Rainbow Basin. I have Charles's telescope. I want to look to see if I can spot a meteor shower incoming.
I don't think it's a meteor shower. I think it's you know that activation trigger that the professor said that they were looking for, that the infested hosts are waiting for. I think the eclipse is the activation.
So we need to find the cure before the eclipse, which is not going to happen.
Or we need to go into that door and figure and hope that we can have a way to deal with whatever was sealed. Because if they wash it away, because remember there was water actively flowing through gates of that door. Whatever this thing was that was here, whatever they sealed, it was clearly able to be held back by running water, but it has since adapted. It is changed. It is
It's now spreading through the water.
It is an evident problem. So if we can stop it spreading and presume, and since these are all psionically linked, or not psionically, they are all linked somehow. I wouldn't know that they're psionically.
It's not even science.
Yeah.
It's chemicals.
Yeah, because they are all linked somehow. Maybe the mother or source of this connection could be destroyed, and it would prevent any activation from ever happening.
We need to find another key.
Yeah, we need to make another key.
What are the chances Nigel is close?
You guys didn't help him, right?
I believe Reggie kicked him out of his workshop.
I did do that.
I did, in fact.
You guys might have to go plead and beg Nigel to help you after you guys have.
After I've been a complete dick down.
Yeah.
Yeah, constantly, without fail.
No, I'm saying, what if you
Going
already made
above and
one and
beyond.
we just go steal it?
I doubt that.
He asked you for the things that he needed to make it,
Yeah,
and you
no.
never delivered.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna get a new set of stars, and that is our activation.
Do I
condition.
remember
Wake up,
what
babe,
he
new
needed?
stars destruct.
Yeah, it's on the project bulletin. Part of the things he needed were Magniacris spines.
Fuck!
Yeah. He needs Magniacris spines, another shocking mechanism to model it off of, dragon salt, and then just various geological samples from some ruins.
Well, we have the part of the.
We have everything but the... Well, Rainbow Basin has everything but the shocking mechanism to model it off of, and the Magniacris spikes, right?
You would have to resubmit dragon salt and new geological samples. Those other ones were used for other purposes.
We go back, we kill the Magniacris, we get the...
You don't have to kill it, you just needed spines.
We go get some
Look at
spines,
spines.
we get dragon salt, we get samples, Reggie makes us the key, and then we go to the door. We're active fugitives at this point.
Reggie, can you make a key based off the
I'll
map?
die with you. Did you guys come out?
Oh,
I think we would have come out at this point.
sure. Reggie, could you make us another shocking mechanism as a key?
Would
you
something
had-
bad have happened to Reggie?
No.
Flip a coin.
I don't think it's narratively appropriate, but it would be funny. It's fine. You're good.
Do you think you could make another one of these if we got the parts for it?
Yes.
You could do it a lot faster with Nigel's help. Not that you would admit that, though.
I think we head to where we fought the Magnaticus the first time and see if any spines broke off during our encounter.
No. As someone who was keeping a keen eye on it, we didn't touch its spines ever. We broke off its horn at one point.
Yeah, I remember that.
The spines are the hardest part to hit. They literally sit within like the torso on top of it.
And there was no chance it got damaged by the kernel being eaten.
He was, I'm taking this with me. Yoink!
It would have to be a
new encounter.
Yeah. But all right, here is what I propose. We have to get our materials for a second shocking mechanism and open the door, as foolish as it may be, to try and destroy whatever this source of infestation is, and hope that it's that it being absent what prevents a chemical activation during the eclipse presumably happening. There's a lot of assumptions, but it's based off information that is told to us to be true, verifiably, in that many people were afraid of coming to light.
I also love how we've finally gotten to the conclusion Gabe wanted us to, at least as I understand it, and we were just like building the other mechanism.
Yeah.
And we went the
furthest, man. I'm not going to do anything with that reason.
Most long-winded way, most difficult way of recreating.
Hey man, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But you're not going to get the good ending.
Yeah. No, I want to do it.
I find it funny how every chance Nigel approached either of you two, you guys both told him to fuck off.
Yeah, no, we made this as difficult as possible.
I will say one thing, and this is entirely off the table, but it is so funny to me that you immediately clocked Nigel as a conspiracy threat when he's just like a venture capitalist. He didn't even know about the door at all. It was not trying to make it like another one so they could break in there. He just was like, oh, this invention will make me money.
And I just said no because I hate him.
Yeah. True,
babe.
We hate venture capitalists.
But still.
Burst the tech bubble.
I feel like I have been holding out for us finding another one this entire time.
If you would have found another one, it would have been in this observatory as a Hail Mary, but I'm not going to go that easy on you guys.
Dragon salt, geological samples. We've done that before, we can do it again, but we would need a kit to get the samples.
Realistically, you can split the other two tasks between individuals. You only all need to help for hunting.
Actually,
no.
That's
crazy.
I can split the.
You're gonna die.
No, I'm not. I'm saying we hunt. Us four. I'm not saying I just go hunt alone.
Oh,
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm
Xavier
saying
and Adam.
no, not Xavier and Adam. I have several people out there who could.
The prisoners.
I have the fugitives. I have the gremlins.
We'll see. Yeah.
I think.
They've all been crucified in a omen manner.
I think we could. I could have at least one thread I could pull to get the easier to
the dragon salt.
Yeah, like the dragon salt and the geological samples. I think the Magnaticus spine.
That's all us.
That's all us. But I think the easier ones that we've gotten ourselves, we can give sufficient instructions and safe measures together.
Do we?
Is that fair? Would you say we'd be able to
employ some of your employees to do it? I think it's reasonable.
Okay.
You'll have to, of course, present them with the information and try to get them to work with you. I don't see any problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we play this as if we're on the run right now, or do we go back and tell Olaf we think we may have found the key?
Olaf cannot officially condone anything we've done, and also he's going to have a very hard time with a leadership meeting coming up. That with a false message being set out by Sid.
I'm more saying, do we think we will get arrested or detained on the spot?
We will get arrested and detained on the spot.
Okay.
If we do anything, it has to be unofficially, And it has to be, we have to basically sneak in and get through Matt and hope Matt doesn't rat.
You guys and Matt are like this, bro. You might have like.
Or probably the more
We're
viable
wrapping
option.
up after the game plan.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured.
I'm waiting for them to finish the play and then we'll wrap up.
I just gotta leave at 6:30.
Yeah. I think.
Because you have to leave. You have to somewhere to be.
I have somewhere to be at 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's just our game plan, right?
I agree.
Get the materials, make the second shocking mechanism, open the door and destroy whatever it needs to be destroyed before the eclipse. I think our eclipse is our trigger activation.
What are the chances of us recruiting Xavier and Adam to help us fight the Maniacrus?
They are stuck in a med bay.
I don't think
They're stuck in med bay
They
purgatory.
sacrificed themselves for us.
They'll make another appearance.
They didn't
Whether or not
die,
they'll help
but their
you.
time was wasted.
Did they ask us to meet them in the med bay?
No.
Or okay.
They were like, you need distraction? You got it.
Yeah.
Then Adam went, he started the harm shake out in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Rah 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 rah.
Thriller a little?
Yeah.
Thriller.
Alright, team.
Back beast!
In the most convoluted, roundabout, self-sabotage way of doing things, I think we have finally found the road again.
I didn't. Okay. All this was going to happen regardless of your choices. Not in like a haha, your choices don't matter way. This was the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a one. This is like not a one shot. It's a short campaign. It has to have a
It's an
predetermined plot.
adventure.
Yeah.
I'm
Like the
saying,
adventure books that they publish.
I'm saying as far as like, we've made this as difficult for ourselves as possible.
Well, the encounter with Sid certainly didn't help.
The encounter with Sid fucked us. Killing the Colonel fucked us. Blowing off Nigel fucked us.
Blowing up
There are also some things that are gonna pay dividends.
I don't know. You guys still didn't. You didn't really ask Reggie if he would. You asked if he could.
We'll see. Is Reggie going to do it? Oh dear. Reggie being Regelius? A Regil? I'm just curious, but what region would Reggie have not to Regi? What reason would he have not to comply? Out of curiosity.
I thought you asked what region he's from. You were saying talking about Reggie.
I was still thinking Red
Region?
Flags. Yeah. Thank you. You don't have to say them in front of everybody if you don't want to. I'm
Yeah.
just curious, personally. I'm the most curious. I'm very
Hatred of
curious.
Oliver.
I'm very curious.
It's always hatred of Oliver.
Yeah.
We've not gotten as many comments in as I would like, but that's because there's not been a good place for them, and I'm trying to push this adventure
Comments?
to comments.
Oh, I was like, where are we supposed to put comments on the YouTube?
Yeah, under the YouTube videos. But
Get in the comments!
get in the comments.
The YouTube.
I do not think
This is the camera. Get in the comments.
I've played another character that has made so many blatant mistakes as Ward. Just goddamn.
We'll see.
I feel like I'd be fucking up left and right.
Yeah, I wanted to get more combats in, but there's been no good place for them, and I'm trying to push this adventure to a close.
It's like
Sometime before May.
when you overpack the luggage and you're needing to sit on it to zip
Yeah.
it.
Plus, the system has lost its luster for me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
I love it.
Blades of Darkness or
Blades in the Dark is just very simple and intuitive. This is not to say what I've designed here is bad. It's just too crunchy, I think, a little bit.
Too much granola.
Too much what?
Granola.
I will say the shining light for this, not just because I adore the combat. The roleplay for this has been chaotic as shit, which is great.
Yeah.
Give me this, give me that. I like to have the papers.
Thank you for DMing.
Thank you for playing.
Do we need to refine the lumber to be less crunchy then?
No, Slumber's fine.
With a flow?
It's a single mechanic.
Okay.
This one has several fucking shits dressed together.
Ready to go?